Take 3 at going live. Hello, VOD watchers. I'm Xenon Limit. No model for Honkai today. Honkai, then Final Fantasy. That's the plan. If you like what you see, drop a follow. All the other stuff. Thanks so much for watching, and thank you, Future Psycho. Okay. It shouldn't crash again since there's no model.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. I'm still just working on turning on the game stuff, so it's fine, but... Okay, let's do... materials. How many more did I need? Or maybe relics instead. I'll go do relics instead, because Avengerine's almost maxed out on his relics, and his traces aren't as important as his relics. This one's... what was it? Oh, trying to think. The only stuff that's happened, I think, in the story since we last talked about since last time I played Honkai, when it was like last Friday when you went hog wild about planning island takeover.
It's an interesting way to put it.
Turns out nobody died, and it was actually everyone got sent to like a deeper part of the dream. Which it's a little bit unsatisfying as far as like murder mysteries go, that turns out nobody actually died yet. I'm pretty sure some people will actually die later in the like finale. I'd seen some like minor spoilers for the finale. It's a wee bit unsatisfying that no one's actually died yet.
It's your call.
In the murder mystery arc.
Want this time?
Not.
Put here. Oh, I know this is what I do need a tank for.
Lay out your plans, Memo Keeper. I will find my place in the web of your schemes.
So in the deeper part of the dream, it's more of like a... I think of how it'd be like described. It's kind of like being in the bad part of town a little bit, because it's like kind of set up like a...
Destiny isn't chosen.
Like a 20s era, like type of place. So like the main part of the dream is like the ritzy area that like they want all the like tourists to see, is like the rest of the dream. But the deeper part of the dream is like kind of like the, what is it? They called it like not quite exile, but like it's kind of like it's like a back rooms for the dream, but it's also like themed kind of like just being like the like poor part of town though too.
On the still waters of oblivion.
But it like the one of the like little like collectible like bits that you can get.
Or maybe I'll take it off. Watch your
Yeah,
head.
the Dream Flex Freak. I was trying to describe it.
I weep for the
shrimp.
departed.
It's the slums. Yeah, I guess it is the slums.
It too shall fall.
I like that confidence.
One of the interesting little collectibles there is there's a there's like
Dirty
vents that like have steam
Beneath
coming
the
from them.
waters lies an
But
endless
each of them has
abyss.
like themed text based off of the based off of like different like pathways or whatever.
For oblivion.
No dirty. Watch your head.
Time to pay your game tax. I mean, like, the entire Penacony arc is a little bit of an anti-capitalist critique.
Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
On the still waters of oblivion. Mind your manners.
All in.
I'm sorry, Yakumo. I
fate
don't care about your
descends.
tragic backstory.
Shrimp is
For
playing
oblivion.
Code Vein.
I weep for the departed.
I am aggressively skipping through all the
It too
fucking
shall
blood
fall.
code stuff. I just want to unlock everything that blood codes.
Like, it's the IRS, yeah.
Beneath the waters lies an endless abyss.
Again. Watch your head.
Ill tidings manifest. On the still waters of oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Boot Hill is fun, yes. I like the voice actors, like, fake lines he did.
Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
Ill fate descends. Destined for oblivion.
188 pulls you have saved, or 188 pulls you've done?
Probably saved for Boot Hill, which would guarantee them Boot
It's
Hill.
on me.
Likely.
On the still
It will
waters of oblivion.
likely guarantee them.
No, that's
Boot Hill.
100%. That's 100% because the maximum,
Watch your
like, pity is 180.
Yeah,
Ill tidings
but
manifest.
at the same
Beneath the
time,
waters lies an
it would
endless
be
abyss.
really funny. Hello, Soen.
Hello, Suin.
Remember this moment.
Destined for oblivion.
I'm gonna do all my
fate
free
descends.
pulls on Robin, but
I
then
weep for the departed.
I'll get the battle pass when that
It too
Boot Hill
shall
comes
fall.
out, and then I'll put that all into Boot Hill.
It would be fun.
No dirty tricks will bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
Slime Dragon. I also thought he was a Slime Dragon when I first saw Shrimp.
Manifest.
Ah.
He's a shrimp.
On the still waters of oblivion.
Hello, Hugs.
I weep for the
Well,
departed.
shrimp is one of the
It too
more
shall fall.
colloquial terms that is the closest to terrestrial creatures, Anon.
I know, but it's the easiest way.
Mind your manners.
So
Watch your
that's
head.
Ill fate
Do you
descends.
want the honest answer or
Beneath
the
waters
easy
lies
answer?
an endless
Because we
abyss.
have both. Pathfinder's not that niche.
It's not Pathfinder though.
Destined.
Starfinder, though, yeah.
Does he have scoliosis? So, the base description is
Ill
the
tidings
creature in
manifest.
which
It's
is
on
the
me.
avatar of me currently is a spacebound entity that is non-carbon based.
Hello there. Hello, Andre.
Bust.
Hello.
Or maybe I'll take it all.
Hydrate. Yes, thank you for the hydrate.
Ill fate
on?
descends.
Carbohydrate
I weep
slime.
for the departed.
Easy crystalline,
It too
rather.
shall fall.
Crystalline is bad, yeah. Basically, instead of being a cellular structure based on carbon, like
Again.
Watch your head.
anything on Earth, I think basically any living creature on Earth
Yeah,
is
currently I don't think we have yet to
Waters
discover a
lies an endless
non-carbon-based
abyss.
life form, like, truly. There's, like, hypothesis, but, like, we haven't found any
Still
real
waters
ones
of
yet.
oblivion.
Yeah, close enough. That's why I say. That's why, body-wise, I say yes. Shrimp is the closest terrestrial creature.
I mean, assuming you had the username first and then you chose the Urag, or...
Ill
Eh,
fate descends.
Ah.
Destined for oblivion.
Why are there two fucking things?
Bust. Or
Because the
maybe
first
I'll
time I
take
saw
it
you
all.
was in one of Shino's D&D games when I was like
Really, watch
spectating
your
Soul's side.
Ill tidings manifest.
And like whatever character you had in that was like
Waters lies
analytical
an
or whatever, and you were
endless
like talking like
Oh.
robot speak.
I
So
weep
I
for
thought that was like you were just like a slime, like a
It too
slime
shall
dragon.
That guy was in fact a slime. Yes,
Yeah,
it
that's
was
why I
based
assumed slime dragon then.
character based on a.
No dirty
I
toy.
forget their name.
Ill fate descends.
Illithid's created a brain slime basically, and it feeds off other people's brains. The character was based on
Waters of
a
oblivion.
that creature,
Mm,
so that's why
No
they were
dirty
weird.
tricks allowed.
yeah,
But yes, that was in fact a
Watch your
slime
head.
person in that one.
that was the first
Bust.
time I perceived you.
Or maybe I'll take it all.
Remember this moment. Ill
Also,
tidings
apparently, I guess I'm good at displaying lack of emotion or empathy correctly, because you remember that part of the
No dirty
character.
Yeah, I remember that because your avatar was interesting, and then I also remember you guys were like
Ill-fated.
doing drugs or something that day
They were
The waters of oblivion.
in the
I weep for the
D&D.
departed.
so skags. You know what? Skags are cute. I'll take it. Skags are just
Watch
little
your head.
guys.
And then I think somebody was also tied to a chair.
Ill tidings manifest. Beneath the waters
half of
lies
it.
an
Oh, that was like
endless
2-3
abyss.
years ago. Yeah,
It was?
For
I
oblivion.
think it was at least 2 years ago. I feel like
Huh.
we've been playing the current one for almost 2 years.
Huh. Scuba from Sky.
Mind your manners.
Scuba. No,
I
I
I think it was
I don't
close
remember,
to skim
like-
or whatever. It was like some sort of like
Or
powder.
maybe I'll take it all.
Ill fate descends.
I think it was right after Psycho's character got like gender changed too, because like Psycho
That
was
was a-
talking about that.
I weep
Or
for the
what?
departed.
that was a potion that did that.
Yeah,
It too shall fall.
but it was like shortly after that because I remember Psycho talking about that too.
All in.
His dick fell off. That's how it was canonically described.
Yeah.
My friends? Indulge yourselves!
Ill tidings manifest.
I mean that is a spell and it's called Wish, but it's like 9th level
Destiny
and you can
for
only do
oblivion.
it once.
Well, okay.
Again.
There's
You
other ways,
can
I'm sure.
use Wish more. No, Wish
Oh.
is probably the closest thing to reality warping magic
Still
you
waters of
have.
oblivion.
But it depends on what type of reality warping you're wanting. Because you can fuck with terrain with illusionary
maybe I'll take it
terrain
all.
and shit like that. But also, Wish isn't technically one-time use. If you cast it, you have, I think, a 20% chance to never be able to cast it again.
Okay.
I weep
So it's
for the
not
departed.
oopsie doopsie, you've lost access to this.
It too
It's
shall fall.
you have a chance to if you use, I think,
It's on me.
a wish outside of the normal like parameters of
Ill
it.
fate descends.
Thank you for following Nahid. Okay, one more of these and then I'll work on the army.
Oh, also Zemon.
I like that confidence.
We need to do the depths area in Code Vein at some point.
Ill
Just to
tidings manifest.
give you some more stuff like materials and shit.
Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
You're the tall
Watch your
black
head.
bald man.
Oh yeah, I think I might have interacted with him before. I don't know. I know
Well,
which
the-
one. Yeah,
Gave you his blood code, so you
Yeah.
probably want to
It too shall fall.
get that from him.
yeah. Probably should. I definitely don't have it in this playthrough.
All in.
Mind your man. Ill fate descends.
So
Beneath the
useless.
waters lies an endless abyss.
Ah.
Bars peddling.
Destiny for oblivion.
I'll be honest, that just sounds like Code Vein. Also,
Watch your
I
head.
just realized something. Coco, how the fuck did you get that up here?
Ill tidings manifest.
The car she has.
Yeah,
Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
I never thought about that before.
The revenants are strong. They might have just bench pressed it up there.
Hillary of time.
Through what fucking doors and on?
The
Did they
hole
turn?
in the
leap for the
wall.
departed.
How did they get to the hole in
Too
the
shall
wall?
fall.
They played catch.
I
Destiny.
vividly disagree that the Revenants are strong enough to play catch with a Mustang. Unless she took it apart and like assembled it up here. But
She might have. That'd be like stupid. Like,
I feel like that's more believable that
Yeah.
they played catch with the fucking Mustang.
let's see. Where is it?
Water. I
mean, I think you could make
sounds
that
like
without
amazing.
reality warping. You could just like do an arts
yeah,
and
you could-
crafts project.
totally fuck with people just doing that normally. That's just something you could technically do if you have like the right setup.
You would just have to like ace that performance check to like do the arts and crafts project.
Yeah. Or Arcana or
A mix of.
nice DM.
And then you would have to like do a bluff check every time.
Well, it would be more that they're trying to like, if they're aware that it could even be a fake.
Yeah.
To the party.
Okay. There's that. Let's see if I can get his relics maxed out.
It would take effort, but you could totally disguise a staff as another staff. Though, granted, I feel like the one you're giving the staff to would probably be very unhappy when they try to cast, like,
Anything.
ice wall or, like, firewall or something. Wall of flame. And, get puff of flowers.
Okay, that's all maxed out now. So what are his stats looking like? Okay, I got 4,000 defense on Avengerine. And his traces are near done. I'll do those, like... I finally downloaded it onto the phone so I can do, like, grinding from, like, the couch. I don't have to turn on the computer.
That... Why would you do that to someone? What did they do to you? Why would you want to do that?
Put a
to
curse of binding on that, too. Yeah, my glasses just don't come off. I don't know what's wrong.
Well,
Hey, look, a bunny.
You don't go curse of binding. There's certain cursed items that make you like not want to get rid of them.
Mm.
So doing that instead, so they, even if they're told, yeah, these glasses are what is doing this to you, they won't get rid of them because, you know,
Mm-hmm.
they don't want to. Because of the curse.
I bumped my funny bone. It wasn't hard, but I bumped it.
Maybe the widow baby won't get funny boy.
Okay, let's
Why
see.
not? Yeah, that's fair enough. Still pretty fucking evil, but...
Okay, I'm gonna advance the story, so...
They're having an episode again. I can see the reasoning behind that, but at the same point, that's how you make somebody insane. And that is definitely a evil act, in my opinion. Categorically pretty bad. That was the goal.
I should check out how many pulls I have. I might do a 10 pull.
I said I was a good sage. Yeah, fair enough.
This haven of memories. Every touch, every moment is like a thorned
Chaotic
rose.
good at best.
Is that like a unique dialogue? Acheron just said something about like the location that I feel like, because like canonically she's like, I think, off the planet by this point in the story now. But yeah, Acheron, she just said something about like the location. Turn back up the volume because I turned it down during the grinding. Okay, let's see. Oh, one set of pulls before I continue on. Okay, I'll do a 10 pull for Robin. I also want Hanya and Zui as part of pulling for Robin, even though I don't care for Robin that much.
Whoever said that looks real. I feel like that would just be a good thing to hand to like a kid. Or a very good training sword.
Hand it to the tank.
I mean, yeah, no, that would also work because they can still technically draw the ire of enemies with it.
Mid combat.
Not mid combat.
That's how you get like killed off. If your character keeps doing this, eventually somebody's gonna be like, yeah, you know what? Was I checking? Oh, I was gonna check
It
which
depends on the group.
light
of
cone.
people.
That's a different light cone. Okay.
The dive.
The elation. Is the cone I just got there? What's that one even do? Likely to be attacked. Damage taken reduced by 22%. It's kind of a meh one. The cone I just got, but one more and it's maxed out. Yes, but though it's preservation, so you can't even put it onto like.
Sorry.
Yeah. I know you
That one isn't even like a magic device that's just giving someone drugs. That one is just drugging someone, which I believe is categorically illegal.
And if you're not in Waterdeep, are there even laws?
I think someone would still be pretty fucking mad if you gave them laxatives in Waterdeep. Cheating too hard.
I mean, that is an attempt at murder, yeah.
I think it would depend on...
You can shit yourself to death.
Well, yeah, I know you can shit yourself to death. I think it would just fall into intention there, because unless you're, like, intending to try to kill the person with it, then... At most, it would be manslaughter, I believe, if they did die.
Depends on who you killed.
Yeah, I guess if it's like a government body or something, then you kind of... Second degree, don't worry, the crystal resonant. I would like to point out once again the chaotic evil actions. You can come back, you know, after dying from shitting yourself.
Can you imagine the like psychological effect that would have on someone?
That person would be plotting your demise at every step.
Okay. But yeah, so I've got the thing shared to the Discord because I'm about to resume story. I'll go over to where this is at. Oh, is it? The last bit was, Sunday finally found Robin again, and he's, like, happy that his sister's not dead, and they're talking it over here. Sunday almost... Actually, he pretty much, like... Well, he was ready to kill Avengerine over this. And Avengerine kind of killed himself over this. Only for no one to have been dead.
Yeah?
Avengerine's probably not dead either, but he's, like, deeper in the dream than anyone else, I think, because he was, like, killed extra hard.
He was killed to death.
And he was killed to death by the embodiment of death.
Can't die in a dream, can you? Oh no, you can most certainly die in a dream. With enough psychological impact of what's affecting you in the dream, your brain could technically introduce the chemicals in which would actually...
If your brain thinks you're dead, you might just die.
Yeah, you might actually just die if it's a lucid enough dream, I guess.
I mean, the same way I saw a post the other day that if you hit your chest at the right time, you can stop your heart.
Terrifying.
Yeah. Here we are with Gallagher.
The human body is made of flaws.
Siblings privacy. So let's talk about our business first. What do you say?
That sounds sensible enough. Since you went through the trouble of gathering the family head, the crew, and the Stellaron hunters, I'm guessing you have something important to say, Mr. Gallagher?
Oh, is it that obvious?
The look on your face is practically screaming, I'm the one
Just
behind
don't
all
test
this.
that.
You're right.
I feel like
Mr.
that is
Yang.
among the list of do
It
not
is
test.
indeed
Yeah.
time to come clean on everything. The siblings already know what they need
We
to.
cannot
and
condone
they've made their
testing if
choice.
X action will result
You
in death
nameless
legally.
arrived a bit late. So it's only fair that I answer your questions. Before we begin,
We are not
Let me
legally
reintroduce
responsible
myself.
for any actions
I'm
or
the founder of
responsibility that
Dream
comes from
Fudge
someone
Reef,
doing something
the
stupid
deputy
after
of the
what we say.
Watchmaker, and the one who sent out that invitation. As Gallagher, the
Fun,
history
Mr.
fictionologist,
This is slime shrimp.
I humbly extend my greetings to you all.
have to deal with this shit enough with a D&D party. Fuck you.
Okay, Gallagher just says some, like, major lore shit that I just know. So the history fictionologist came up in the simulated universe before. And he just admitted that he is the history fictionologist.
History fictionologist? So what, everything you told us was made up?
Well, don't worry.
So he was in the
Almost
simulated
everything I shared
universe?
was true.
Or he means he's
Well,
famous enough to be
except for the
included
part
in
about the family
the
that
simulated
back.
universe.
I double-checked with Micah, and everything he said about the
Language is
family,
weird.
the Watchmaker, and Mikhail is true.
Thank you for your understanding. Now let's get down to business. I'm sure you're all wondering why I went through the trouble of setting up this battle for the legacy, inviting different factions and stirring up a ruckus all over Penacony. Well, it all boils down to something very familiar to all of you. The Stellaron.
The Stellaron? But how is that possible? Penacony is a free-flowing interstellar hub. There are no signs of contamination whatsoever.
You're totally correct. So, care to take a guess at what that means?
Did someone dream a Stellaron into existence is my first guess. Like some beholder shit. But okay,
Why
Stellaron.
would somebody want to dream a Stellaron into existence?
I don't know. It was my first guess with what they were saying here. Here it says that the Stellaron has been completely sealed, which is plausible because there is like a past of the Nameless being on here, and the Nameless are the ones that seal the Stellarons. Someone's manipulating the Stellaron. You're pulling her leg again.
I wish that were the
No,
truth.
it's not been sealed.
But if that were the case, I
It's
wouldn't
being
have invited all of you.
manipulated.
The sweet dream doesn't come out of thin air. If you think of the memory zone as the sea, creating the land of the dreams is like filling that wild ocean with earth to make an island. To achieve this feat, without the help of an emanator of remembrance or enigmata, the only way is to use a Stellaron.
So much of this is
And
inspired,
that's not
I feel
something
like,
you
by
can
Lord of the
achieve with a
Mysteries.
simple wish. It requires vast quantities of knowledge, time, and manpower. I'm sure you get what I'm hinting at. In Azdana, the planet of festivities itself is a Stellaron disaster.
The planet of festivities itself is a Stellaron disaster?
It all started a long time ago, back when the Watchmaker and his crew liberated the frontier prison. They faced countless challenges as they began building Penacony from the ground up. That's when the idea of using the Stellaron came into play. The Stellaron first entered the Azdana system during the war. The Nameless warned everyone against the folly of attempting to tamper with such a power, and most heeded their words. But there are always people in the shadows with ulterior motives. The turning point came after Tiernan's death. With two of the Nameless gone, the Watchmaker had to go to the front lines. It was at that moment his rivals saw an opportunity. By the time a representative from the Montour Systems family arrived at the Watchmaker's call, the Stellaron had already been activated and was seeping into the primordial synesthesia dreamscape.
And I suppose the family happened to possess the knowledge to seal the Stellaron?
Not just that. They knew far more about the Stellaron than the average person. They helped Mikhail swiftly quell the civil unrest and played a part in building Penacony under the disguise of the Harmony. Those three eras were known as the Age of Dreaming. The Watchmaker, who had been left in the dark, sent out invitations across the universe, spreading the hype around the land of the dreams.
Then, how did they turn against each other?
Remember the island in the ocean metaphor? The truth is, the Stellaron was never truly sealed. It existed in a different form within the dreamscape. Think about this. What would it cost to create and maintain such a lavish dreamland? It's people's lives. The opulent dream is built upon the decay of spirits, with a toxic elixir called pleasure flowing through the dreamscape. It tempts people
They
to
really were
indulge in the
sacrificing
dreamscape,
people.
and gradually their minds succumb,
Yes.
becoming nourishment for the sweet dream. Confusion, laziness, and cowardice, weaknesses that plague humanity, were magnified and nourished by the family. Penacony became a new kind of prison, even more impenetrable than the previous one. Sadly, we realized this far too late. By then, the family had a firm grip on Penacony, swiftly quelling any opposition that arose. At my wit's end, I had to use the power of the Enigmata, and sought refuge in this chaotic realm. Over the years, I created a meme within this dream for our use. Dormancy. That's its real name. We exploited a loophole. You see, regular people can't fall asleep again while they are inside the dreamscape.
Inception
so
shit.
this is the true meaning of the impossible. You sent out invitations in the Watchmaker's name to find forces capable of resolving the Stellaron disaster and draw them into Penacony to uncover the truth.
It's not just that. Above all, I wanted to see what happens when the major factions engage in a struggle for the legacy. Since this is the Watchmaker's first announcement in decades, the traitor within the family is bound to reveal themselves.
So, the legacy is just a facade.
If you want to consider the Stellaron as the legacy, I'm totally fine with that.
If that's the case, where is the Stellaron now?
That's a question for Mr. Wings. The Stellaron is still under the family's control, and as the head
Mr.
of the Oak
Wings.
family, I'm sure he holds all the answers.
Damn. That was like a huge ass lore drop. Gallagher just like dropped a whole lot of shit just then.
So is it just me, or does he sound drunk almost?
He's supposed
Like
to.
Kronk.
Yeah, he's supposed to sound drunk. He's an alcoholic. He has a freaking like flask on his hip. He's constantly drinking.
You know, given what I know about that universe, I probably would too. It makes sense.
Are you done talking? So, will you tell us where the Stellaron is?
It is the Penacony Grand Theater itself.
As I suspected, it's the embodiment of the family. The edifice that first materialized within the Sweet Dream. That's what turned Penacony into its current state.
As for the person who employed its power, it is in fact Mr. Gopherwood, the current Dream Master.
Well, that was easier than I thought.
Blow
Did
it
you
up?
conduct your own investigation
Time for
already?
terrorism.
Correct. When I was
don't think we
trying
can
to
blow it
track
up, though,
down the
it's a nuke.
person who murdered my sister, apart from you,
Anything can be
Gopherwood
blown up
was
if
my
you
second
try hard
suspect.
enough.
Confronting me first turned out to be a smart move on your part.
Or there should be
I
blown
didn't
up,
have
maybe.
other options. The Dream Master has been elusive, and even the heads of the families can hardly get an audience with him. Moreover, Mr. Gopherwood has been kind to my sister and me. And I didn't want it all to end like this.
What do you mean by that?
To be honest, my brother and I are also victims of the cancer of all worlds. We grew up as orphans, and were adopted by the family when they came to help. Mr. Gopherwood recognized our potential and brought us to Penacony. But I can't just stand by and watch Mr. Gopherwood become an enemy of the Harmony. I won't use my voice to support an evil cause. I won't step on that stage and sing, no matter who the traitor is, or what orders they give me. I won't let the Charmony Festival become an event that destroys Harmony itself, or the paradise in our dreams.
Indeed. For the paradise in our dreams. As the head of the Oak family, I'm responsible for ensuring Penacony's promising future. Robin and I will head into the Sweet Dream and confront the Dream Master. And if it turns out that the family has truly strayed from the Harmony, I'll fight alongside you. We'll put the Charmony Festival on hold and make sure Mr. Gopherwood pays for his blood debt.
The enemies you are about to face aren't like this old dog here, who can barely even bark. Since our interests are aligned, why don't we team up? Maybe, just maybe, we'll have a shot at success.
We have always been following in the footsteps of our nameless predecessors, and there's no reason to stop now.
Yeah, we Nameless won't back down from a challenge. Isn't that right, Mr. Trailblazer?
Ain't nothing to fear. No more, we'd win. Heroes never back down. Peace was never an option. Going up against...
Blow it up?
Yeah, blow it up. Like, going against the Dream Master? Nah, I'd surrender. Peace was never an option.
Exactly! It's time for the crew to save the world once more.
Rest assured, sitting on the sidelines isn't in our nature. Mr. Sunday, Miss Robin, I'm willing to accompany you on behalf of the Astral Express. Having a third party present should help with negotiations. And could make all the
how can they
difference
be
if
nameless?
things
They
get
have
ugly.
a name.
No, that's the name
Silly
of their faction.
game.
Mr. Yang,
Thank you all very much.
the Charmony Festival is about to start, and time is against us. We must hasten.
Everyone, let's gather over here. We still need to make some preparations.
We still got more cutscenes to do. Come on.
Come on, more dialogue, more lore. Come on,
because we're
bring
gonna
down the
like
press.
get a perspective change at some point soon. Because there's like concurrent to this, Boot Hill and Donhung are having their own grand adventure.
I may have been quick to step up to the plate, but confronting the Dream Master could be a very dangerous affair.
Huh? Even you're saying that, Mr. Yang? How powerful is that Dream Master?
He's the leader of the families of Penacony, and he has the entire power of the Harmony behind him, not to mention the Stellaron in his possession. We must proceed with great caution.
Maybe you can just stay behind this time, Mr. Yang?
No, that won't do. Even if we count Robin as an ally, something felt off about Mr. Sunday just now. Although, I can't quite put my finger on it. I have to make sure he won't turn against us when things start to get dicey. You're still carrying the keepsake the IPC envoy gave you, right? May I borrow it for a moment?
Okay, I'm like, I don't even remember what he gave us. He gave us a chip. Okay.
Gasp! A silver chip?
What are the details?
Follow
of the
New
train's token?
Vegas crossover.
Token. Just a little Peace Corporation. You remember that Envoy played a little trick with it?
I knew it. As I suspected, this chip Aventurine gave to you is actually a miniature transmitter.
He gave us a tracking device.
If I'm right, he intends to use it to track your location or contact you when needed. As it so happens, this may actually be of some use in the current situation.
Aventurine? Is he still alive? And what does he have to do with our mission to confront the Dream Master?
Remember what I said earlier? Working with the IPC is a way to keep the family in check. If negotiations go south and the family show their true colors by going after the Stellaron, I'll use this transmitter to send a message to the IPC. It'll be just the opportunity the IPC ambassador was hoping for. The only question mark in all of this is Aventurine's current status. But the IPC is always listening, especially senior strategic investment department heads like him. Getting the message across shouldn't be a problem.
Good luck to you, Welt.
Well, you take care too. If anything goes wrong, don't worry about me. Just make sure to seal the Stellaron.
Spoken like a true hero. Even if the Dream Master is innocent, the family's corruption runs deep. I won't make the same mistake Mikhail did. Let's wish him the best of luck.
Don't you have something else to tell us, Gallagher?
Why would you say so?
Before we departed, the conductor asked us to inquire about the 3 nameless in
There were
Penacony.
3.
We've already collected intel about Razalina and Tiernan, so the only one left is Lakework. If I'm not mistaken, we've already met him somewhere, haven't we?
It's not enough to say meet, but the answer is pretty obvious. After all, I've hinted at it in quite an evident way. I've been watching over you ever since I received the reply from the Astral Express, and I've seen the great effort you all put into linking different realms together across the cosmos. And now, after getting this far all in one piece, you have truly proven yourselves. Miss Himiko, were you the one who repaired the Express and got it sailing through the cosmos again?
Yes.
And you two, young Nameless, you have very interesting life stories and extraordinary skills.
Oh, you're making me blush with these flatteries. Keep them coming. Of course, my reputation precedes me. Believe in the galactic baseballer's supremacy. keep the flattery coming.
I don't know much about my life story, but I do have extraordinary skills.
You're full of energy. Please send my regards to the conductor, Pom Pom. Please let them know that their friend had fond memories from his time aboard the Express, which he reminisced on every time he had a good drink. As for the last Nameless, he embarked, disembarked, and embarked again, traveling in a great circle, ending up back where he started. On his deathbed, he told me to find the Astral Express and deliver an invitation to the future Nameless. He left behind a special gift, a true legacy. Something that belongs only to the successors of the Trailblaze. Come with me. Now is the time to reveal it.
I was expecting we would get the perspective shift then.
No, you don't get a perspective shift. You get them to tell you what happened after.
Back here again.
Sometimes I feel like you're still alive, old friend. Like you've still got so much to say and do. I've kept my promise. Brought the future Trailblazers you've waited so long for. I don't know why you were so obsessed with that train. But I remember your last words.
Plus Firefly is here. Though I have a suspicion that the...
Don't let us down, old man.
That the Stellaron Hunters are very close to the Nameless.
What's happening?
The buildings. What?
You all get a Stellaron for your participation.
Go ahead. His resting place lies in the garden up ahead. The first and last Nameless of Penacony. Mikhail Char Legwork, the Watchmaker.
What's at an angle? When they're at an angle like this, if you hit them with a Vengerine's attack, the attack comes in at an angle. Or no, it didn't. I don't know what... Okay. There was one time when it came in at an angle. I don't know.
Just dropped a fucking box on something.
One time it came in at... It's a dice. One time it came in at an angle. I don't know what caused that. I'm not sure then. Maybe because he wasn't at an angle when he did the attack? I don't know. He was down on like the stairs in a different zone. It came in at an angle. I don't think I can reach it from far away. It was kind of cool when it came in at an angle. It felt like it had more momentum. Okay, I can't do it through walls. Okay, Gallagher. Just his corpse is here.
I agree, Sue.
Let's get you here. Beneath the sea surface of the memory zone, in the garden closest to the full moon in the water, an elderly man rests on a recliner, enveloped in utter silence. The Watchmaker, Mikhail Char Legwork, has passed into the endless, timeless dream. where no sound could ever awake him.
Sure enough, the Watchmaker is the third nameless. Even I could guess that one.
Just his corpse sitting here. Avengerine's hat landed in here. I guess when it got blown away, it got blown all the way here.
The legacy he left behind.
I thought it was just his hat for a second.
I believe inside that bubble,
I'm pretty sure it's
there's
Avengerine's
something
hat.
that holds meaning only for the nameless. After all, when I checked its contents, I found nothing inside. Maybe some Trailblaze runes? Even more mysterious than me.
Well, let's have a look.
As the words cease, Himiko nods ever so slightly in your direction. You take a deep breath, steady your mind, and turn your gaze towards the Watchmaker. I guess it could be the Watchmaker's hat, and it's just similar to Avengerine's hat. But what? Because Avengerine's hat also blew away. That's why I assumed it was Avengerine's hat that we got. It was like a weird touch that the way it blew away, like it was like meant to be remembered. Press your hands against the dream bubble, and thick viscous memoria converges under the strain, then stretches towards you from your fingertips, as if weaving a delicate web. It gently cradles your palm. A chill travels from your fingertips, carrying with it a myriad of vibrant and intertwined memories, as experience would suggest. But this time, you see nothing at all. Take a deep breath and try to read the dream bubble again. The dream bubble is clearly extraordinary. Perhaps your approach is wrong. You think. Holding your breath and closing your eyes, with one knee on the ground, you press your forehead against the thin film coated in memoria. Yet before you, there remains an abyss of darkness. No crimson sun descending upon a snowy-capped mountains, no gentle laughter, no twinkling stars, no echoes of swords clashing, and most of all, no traces of Trailblaze. There is nothing, and nothing is there. Indubitably, this is but an empty dream bubble.
Wait, what's going on? Seriously? There's nothing inside this dream bubble?
Let me look at Avengerine's hat.
How could a dream bubble be empty?
Just as I suspected. That old man always had this strange belief in the Nameless and the Trailblaze. And I never understood where he got that confidence from. Especially since he never managed to get in touch with the Express while he was alive. I could never figure out what was going on in that old man's head. But this empty dream bubble is so typical of him. He was always full of weird fantasies and incomprehensible romanticism.
Okay, never mind. Avengerine's hat was different. It's just got a very similar aesthetic. Well, it's also a blue and black hat. How...
It's definitely not a cat.
Okay, yeah, there's a picture with them side by side with their hats on. They are different. Okay. It's just a very similar hat with a very similar aesthetic.
That mischievous old man. Well, I didn't expect him to leave anything concrete behind anyway.
Don't think that's the case, Gallagher. I'm sure Mikhail has left us the most precious thing of all.
Don't start getting all
Sweet fuck
philosophical.
It's his hat.
Just
I
as
guess.
Mikhail believes in the nameless of the future,
Okay.
we unconditionally believe in the nameless of the past. How could they leave with regrets for the future when they were ready to dedicate their lives to the land they loved? There must be something contained in this dream bubble. It's just we haven't figured it out yet. You also have faith in the Watchmaker, don't you, Gallagher?
Well, I'm a follower of the Enigmata. My philosophy forbids me to have faith in anything. That's why I understand what faith means in the path of Trailblaze.
So he's a pessimist?
I also want to know what he left behind. I'll leave it to you guys then.
Can I borrow your pet? I need to make a trip back to Golden Hour and check something at the Dreamscape sales store.
Or what? They're phrasing there?
My brain just went, Himiko, we're right here.
No, the pet. I guess it is like long, black, and skinny. What she's borrowing.
Again, the joke that went the right way is Himiko is calling you the pet.
Oh. No, it's the deaf meme.
It's for Mikhail, and for the future of Penacony.
It's the thing that takes you between the slums and the rest of the place. Okay, now we get to have our perspective change.
Switching to Boot Hill's POV.
10 system
Welcome
hours
to the
until
Reverie
the
Hotel.
Harmony Festival.
How may I help you?
Greetings. We're the Nameless from the Astral Express, and we'd like to check in.
The Astral Express? But I thought...
Yes, my companion's already checked in. My name is Dan Hung, and I believe my personal information is recorded in your system.
I see, but your companion said you wouldn't be coming due to a change of plans.
Now the plans have changed again.
And you are...
Me? I'm Pom Pom, a new Nameless who's also with the Astral Express.
The color scheme is right.
He's my fellow trailblazer. We responded to the family's invitation before...
Fuck, I gotta think of a fake name real quick.
So he wasn't registered in your system.
You'll believe me, right?
Is it possible to accommodate him as well?
Oh, I see. Another one of the Nameless had a similar situation. Seems like a lot of people are joining the Trailblaze these days. Since there's a precedent, it shouldn't be a problem. Just give me a second to contact your companions.
They're like, Pom Pom can't leave the
I'm
train.
sorry, dear guests, but it seems I'm unable to reach the other members of the Astral Express.
What do you mean by unable to reach them?
My
Here's
apologies.
they're dead.
This is the first time I've encountered a situation like this. However, the system indicates that those guests are still in the dreamscape.
How about this? Give me their room number, and we'll go check on them ourselves.
I'm afraid that's not possible. I need to verify both of your identities before I can share any guest information.
How about you just wake up someone? Let's say, Welt?
I'm sorry, but there are strict rules regarding forced awakening. It cannot be done without the proper clearance.
So nothing works, huh?
Himiko might come and help
What's
them.
your solution then? Are you saying we sleep here? At the reception?
Please be patient. We need to contact your companions in order to confirm your identities.
Yeah, I saw a clip of this scene. Dan Hung's voice actor was the one playing or whatever, and he was calling Boot Hill a Karen. Because he's like...
I'm guessing this lady is not fully like a human person, yeah?
No, this is...
Jesus
this is...
Christ, they sound like AI-generated responses.
No, it's just that she's, like, deeply, like, following the rules or whatever, because she's just a receptionist. She might be, like, brainwashed by the family, because there was, like, some implications that, like, the like, basic employees are, like, under a lot of, like, coercion from the family.
Layers upon layers.
Uh-huh.
And now it seems you need to confirm our identities before you can contact our companions.
It seems so.
Oh, fudge! Look, nothing personal, but if you can't handle this, go find someone else who can, okay?
Please calm calm down, dear guests. I do recall that Mr. Sunday, the Oak family head, personally handled this issue earlier. Oh, please wait a moment while I contact him.
Sunday's also unavailable.
I don't think she's trying to give us a hard time. She really just doesn't know what to do.
Also, I can understand Boot Hill at least
Bad
with
feeling
that
about
one
this.
line. Oh boy, the
I
audio's
tried to
gonna jump.
contact them on the express earlier, but they didn't respond.
Ooh.
Is it still bad? Is it all me or just...
No, I can hear you just fine. It's just the stream's being weird. I feel like Boot Hill's find someone who can fucking deal with this problem is fair and reasonable.
Yeah.
Something doesn't seem right. I need to leave for a moment. You can stay here with the receptionist.
Sure thing. Just don't keep me waiting forever.
Don Hung's like, I assume you're an adult man who can handle your own
Seems
bullshit.
pretty worried about his companions. I should give him some space. Stressing out about it won't help anything.
And damn, Boot Hill really is an adult man who can handle his own problems.
Boot Hill realizing, he's got some fucking shit going on. But that's not my fucking problem.
Gun.
Locked and loaded.
Oh, it's
3 to 9 smite?
Alright, let's see. Might have been Smile. Dig in the case. Let's see. Can we like see it?
If only they gave him like a Nokia with a fucking bullet hole in it.
Can't view his. What the things are called? I'll use it again.
Locked and loaded.
Smile.
Yeah.
But then, was I gonna check? Oh, I saw a thing in the in the photos. You can make him do idols. And Don Hun's voice actor found a very interesting idol. Where is it?
Yeah? Question mark?
Not that one, I don't think. It's just him investigating his
Arm gun.
Yeah, his arm gun. It's this one. Oh, I'm gonna wait for this one to finish. Okay. It's that one.
Sir, please do not eat your ammunition.
Additionally, tongue out.
Yeah. Ah, yes, of course he would save it.
Yeah, that's Boot Hill. Oh yeah, and the charging port too. He's got like a charging port on his like spine.
You should probably put like a cap on that or something. Dirt and
Yeah.
dust can get all up in there. Or just, affix like a tail there.
Yeah. Can't see. I can talk to people in the lobby.
Look, I'm the only one who's gonna say it. If your phone has an extra port, just make like a wire tail.
The Charmony Festival is about to start! I'm so excited!
Hey, you guys here for the Charmony Festival too?
Well, I didn't come all the way here specially for the festival. Honestly, I don't really even know what it's about. But I heard it's a lot of fun!
Well, back in my home world, Anaria, we have festivals like that all the time. My dad threw me a birthday party one time that was just as extravagant as the Charmony Festival.
Oh, come on! The Charmony Festival is a once-in-an-amber era event. How can a birthday party compare?
Well, you never know, right? Maybe on her world, birthdays only happen once in Amber Era. Anyway, let's forget about that. Have you heard about the, unsettling...
Boot Hill struggling to play
Dreamscape?
nice.
Yeah. He's also got like a scuff mark on his
What
hip.
could possibly go wrong?
Why are you looking at his hips, Xenon?
I've been looking
He's
forward
showing
to it.
so much fucking skin.
Relax. With a big event like this, there's bound to be lots of gossip and rumors. Don't worry. If anything does happen, the family will be on top of it.
Oh, that's a relief. I didn't come all this way to see the festival go down the drain. Well, looks like I won't get any fudging clues out of these two. They're clueless.
His internal monologue, that one's, sir, you can't even say it's the changer at that point, because it's her own internal monologue.
I don't know what if what I read was real or not, but something about him having a daughter and like part of it being like he doesn't want to cuss in front of his daughter, but the like setting got like permanently turned on or something. I don't know if that's true or not, or that was just like a joke someone made. I don't know.
I mean, it would be pretty neat. At the same time, I still love the fact of it's so ingrained into him that he is even mentally doing it. That just begs the question, is he actually, like, you know, the programming doing it, or has he accidentally mentally gotten used to it enough to where he's just doing it?
The theory about the daughter stated that, like, he just, like, continuing to do it so because, like, the daughter died or something in the thing I read. I don't know if that was real, but like I said, I don't know if that's real or not, or where that's, like, gonna be brought up. Because I can't access his character page yet.
Greetings. I'm Cody of the Bloodhound family, head of security for the hotel.
But like turning it off would like make the like memory like fade or whatever.
So, there's something I wanted to ask about. I've been hearing some unsettling rumors about certain incidents that might affect the Charmony Festival. Do you think there's anything to be worried about? I've traveled all the way from the Hayaii Federation, and I don't want my trip to be ruined.
What do you mean?
Wait, you haven't heard?
I'm not sure where you heard those rumors, but they're completely baseless. I can assure you, as a representative of the Bloodhound family, that everything is going smoothly for the Charmony Festival. At present, all of the families are focused on making sure the festival starts on time. Even the Dream Master himself has arrived. So don't worry, your trip won't be in vain.
That's a relief to hear. She doesn't appear to be acting. So, it seems that even the hotel staff are out of the loop.
But what do you mean she doesn't seem to be acting?
Back already?
Is it just
Hasn't
me?
she returned yet?
Like, it's unclear, but though some of the Bloodhounds have been made aware of the situation, but it's like top secret type of stuff too.
Like, it's not just me who like noticed that she was definitely lying there, right?
She probably was definitely lying because like some other Bloodhounds like lied to our faces before about the situation. Like, we, like, brought it up, and they almost said something, but then one of the other ones like, hey, we can't talk about that, and they're like, there is nothing wrong on Penacony. There is no war in Boston State.
There is no war in Boston.
Nope. I'm starting to wonder. Sending her to contact Sunday was a good idea. Neither the staff nor the guests seem to know anything about what's happening in the dreamscape, and
yeah, he can't make a fit about it, but it seemed like he believed her.
Enjoying themselves.
He could, though, be bad about lies, like not being able to tell.
I agree.
Given he's not human.
Another unusual thing is that the Oak family is supposed to be in charge of organizing the council and managing everything inside and outside the dreamscape. However, I walked around the hotel, but didn't meet a single member of the Oak family on such an important day.
Well, I'll be forked. If I remember correctly, the head of the Oak family is that Sunday guy, right?
We shouldn't linger here too long. Let's go back to the Express for now.
Not so fast. Have you ever robbed the IPC, bro? If you run away now, everyone will be chasing after you.
Are you suggesting we sit here and do nothing?
I wouldn't say do nothing. But let's stay put for now. Even if the family has ulterior motives, they couldn't have anticipated us showing up here. We're the surprise factor for them. They don't want to attract unwanted attention from certain outsiders, so they won't do anything reckless. See? The IPC lackeys are keeping a close eye on this hotel.
If I were a family member, I'd find an official excuse and keep the surprise factors here. If we just wait here, that would be like walking into their trap.
Of course, we don't need to walk into their trap. I gave a backup plan to the memo keeper. If it turns out we won't be allowed to enter the dreamscape, she'll order a drink for me in the VIP lounge at the hotel. In reality...
a secret signal.
That's right.
Oh, a concrete object can indeed help the memo keeper establish a connection with you. But Boot Hill, if you have more backup plans in the future, I hope you'll let me know in advance.
I'm sorry. But it's one of my quirks. I have too many unreliable friends. And if I reveal that I have backup plans, things can go awry. And that would leave all backup plans completely useless.
How do we get into the VIP lounge?
I mean, that's a fair
This is where
point.
my street smarts come into play.
Just walk in like we're allowed to be here.
Yeah. Yeah, like... I don't think anyone could be mad at Boot Hill for that. Like, why would I tell everyone I have backup plans? It's just going to make shit go even more wrong.
Dennis, the lobby manager.
So far, Boot Hill's pretty fucking reasonable.
What a
You're
shame.
the lobby manager, right?
Yes, I am. How may I assist you?
We're the Nameless from the Astral Express. We wanted to check in, but there's something wrong with your system. The lady at the front desk said she would contact the manager, but now she's nowhere to be found. Now, we've been waiting here forever, without any food or water. What the fork, man? Is this how the family treats its guests?
Is this your idea of street smarts? Starting an altercation?
It's called standing up for your rights.
I apologize for the inconvenience. Please wait while we try to contact Mr. Sunday. I'll arrange 2 premium seats in the VIP lounge so you can rest there while you wait.
See? Just like that.
Just don't call yourself Nameless next time.
Wow, this bar's something else. Certainly worthy of the planet of festivities.
Are you mad at him because he's helpful, Dan Hook, or are you mad at him because he's saying he's a Nameless?
Or it's because he doesn't want the Nameless's, like, good name to be,
But Boot Hill is that.
Yeah, I know. Boot Hill hasn't done it. Boot
He's
Hill has been
actively
so
just
reasonable.
being helpful.
If anything, he's being more helpful and reasonable than Acheron is.
He's also at least being tactful about what he is doing.
One peach soul glad, shaken, not stirred.
Can you speak to your manager? Yeah.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Hey, I have an order for a bottle of His Donna's White Oak. Can you help us find it?
Donna's White Oak? I think there might be a misunderstanding. We don't serve that here.
Oh.
The reasonable feller.
Way. Are you sure you're not mistaken?
If someone had reserved such a beverage, I would definitely remember it. It sells for hundreds of thousands of credits per bottle, after all. I couldn't afford to cover for such an item if it were broken or lost.
That's strange. Well, could it be that the memo keeper couldn't afford it?
Then what should we do now?
Oh, no need to rush. Well, let's grab some drinks first. Maybe I arrived too early and she hasn't come yet. Now, let's see what kind of juice malts you all have here. Well, give me a glass of Heenum Valley, 40 years. I'll have it neat. No ice.
Wow, that's the most expensive one on the list. You have a taste for the finer things.
It's on the house, anyway.
What can I get for you?
Anything you recommend is fine.
Then I would recommend today's special, Glass Village. It's classic Soul Glad mixed with Laboom juice. It's refreshing and suits your cool demeanor. Just 1 minute.
Guess maybe it's a different blend of Soul Glad.
Dynamite barbecue with rocket fuel. Ooh, it really hits the spot. Truly, the finest sherry cask-aged malt juice in the cosmos.
Is it, the Soul Glad is like Coca-Cola or whatever, but like there's like a version from like ancient Penacony that is like Coca-Cola with the Coke. But assumably classic Soul Glad doesn't have like the plant or whatever in it, because it was like actually made from some sort of plant or whatever that like had psychoactive like properties in the past, but they changed the recipe. Yeah, hooking Don on up with the good stuff.
Dynamite barbecue with rocket fuel. Is that really something that humans enjoy?
Hey, this guy doesn't know anything at all.
As long as you're satisfied, dear guests, please enjoy.
Listen.
Let's give the memo keeper another half-system hour. If she doesn't show up, we'll need to come up with a new plan. In the meantime, let's take stock of the situation. What do you think?
The situation is unclear. Something must have happened on the planet of festivities, but the public is unaware of it. Someone in a position of power within the family must be covering it up. It's unusual for the followers of the Harmony to invite other factions, let alone the IPC and the Masked Fools. If what you said about the Emanator of the Nihility is true, the situation in Penacony is a little complicated, to say the least.
Actually, there's something else I'm concerned about. Regarding Acheron. As you know, the faction that follows the path of the Hunt are some of the most dangerous folks in the cosmos to mess with. I mean, who in their right mind would impersonate the Cienjo Alliance or the Galaxy Rangers? It's like asking for a death wish. Isn't there a saying among the Cienjo people that the Rainbow Sect lets their Lux Arrow do all the beating?
Talking. Do all the talking.
Well, you know what I mean. Even though the Galaxy Rangers have been out of sight for years, we've been keeping an eye on this region. Even the dumbest criminals know better than to mess with the Annihilation Gang, much less the Rangers. But that Acheron lady, she doesn't seem like a lunatic at all. On the contrary, she's highly logical and organized. She knows exactly when to hold back and when to strike without mercy.
And you believe that someone like her would have an ulterior motive for impersonating a Galaxy Ranger?
I'm not entirely sure, but I do have my suspicions. Maybe she knows a Galaxy Ranger, or perhaps she's trying to lure us out for some reason, which I can't figure out.
Anyway, what worries me more are the anomalies within the family. They've summoned followers from various paths for the festival. No matter how generous such a gesture is, this move seems highly unusual. Unless the invitations weren't sent by them. If that's the case, it's even more intriguing that the family insists on organizing the Charmony Festival, despite the chaos.
And the simulated universe, yeah, it is real fun. I also have 5-star Dom Hung for that though too. I put them both on a team and do propagation.
Maybe it's Shipei the Harmony pulling the strings. You find it beyond human understanding because it wasn't arranged by humans at all. People do stupid things out of irrational impulses. They abandon their principles when self-interest is involved.
I don't know what his moves are like yet. Does he do like
things they know they shouldn't?
Skill point burn too?
Fudge. They even break their own rules. But Eons don't. They stick to their determined path and never turn back, even if they reach a dead end.
You think Shipei's will is behind all this?
It may not necessarily be Shipei, but there's definitely some higher entity involved. I know it may sound pessimistic, but if human free will were reliable, why would we even need Galaxy Rangers? It's much simpler when you boil it down to the eons and paths. Like how Lon always follows the path of the hunt, or how the Express stays true to the Trailblaze despite Akavilli's disappearance.
But in my opinion, Akavilli's fall holds significance for the Nameless.
Oh, so you're saying the Nameless now have to take responsibility for their own choices because their absolutely right leader is gone?
Exactly. I believe the purpose of the journey isn't just about following a path that's always considered absolutely right. It's more about doing your best to choose the right path for yourself among countless possibilities, even with limited insight and judgment.
I don't know what you've been through, but I agree that people must take responsibility for their choices, because no one else can do it for them. That's why the Galaxy Rangers need to uncover the imposter and figure out her true intentions. Just in case. I have a backup plan if the Memo Keeper doesn't show up. This is my final backup plan. I promise.
You sure have a lot of cards up your sleeve.
Well,
yeah, but my shorts,
going back to my old career
sleeves are
would
kind of
make
short,
things
so.
a lot easier.
I've hidden them in
By
a
the
card
way,
dispenser.
when you were walking around the hotel, did you happen to see any important-looking guests?
What's your plan?
It's simple. We just grab some hostages and use them as bargaining chips with the family. Or maybe we can even take their identities.
No need for that. We'll return to the Express now.
Wait. Are you getting scared? Draw your weapon. Let's make a big scene.
Are you leaving, esteemed guests? Would you like to cancel that as Donna's White Oak you just ordered?
Huh? As Donna's White Oak? But didn't you just say...
Ha ha. Looks like you are a bit intoxicated, esteemed guests. You ordered a bottle of As Donna's White Oak just a moment ago.
Looks like your Memo Keeper friend has finally arrived.
Oh, right. Sorry, my memory's not the best. You know, too many modifications and all. Anyway, let me check. Well, fork me. It says Donna's White Oak, all right. And there's a note. I'll be waiting for you on the Astral
Don Hung
Express.
wins anyway.
No mistake. That's her message to you. She knew the hotel wasn't safe, so she suggested we find another place.
Well, looks like we took a detour, but now it's back to the Astral Express. So, what are we waiting for? Let's go.
Boot Hill was ready to turn the entire place over.
You're back? 2 guests just boarded saying they were looking for Boot Hill.
2?
So I told them to wait in the parlor car.
Oh, just in time.
2 guests?
Yeah, her too. Look, we welcome
Her
all
too.
passengers on the Astral Express.
So 3 guests
Sneaking
maybe?
in like that, you have no regard for etiquette.
My apologies, conductor. It was an oversight on my part. I assumed you were already acquainted with the garden. Given the chaotic situation in Penacony, the Nameless are the only ones we can truly trust right now.
You are the memo keeper.
Pleased to meet you, Dan Hung. I've seen you in others' memories. And as for Boot Hill, this is our first face-to-face meeting. I hope you enjoyed that bottle of Astana's White Oak. You sure have a refined taste.
Finally, Memo Keeper. Well, let's cut to the chase. Spill everything you know.
That's precisely what I intend to do. But before that, please allow me to introduce myself. My name is Black
Akron's on here.
Swan, and I serve the Garden of Recollection as a memo keeper. As for Acheron's story, I'm sure she knows it better than I do.
Greetings. I'm Acheron.
What? You Garden of Recollection shirtbag! You betrayed me!
I apologize, but she did that at my request. Due to certain reasons, I have been exiled by the family. Thankfully, this memo keeper came to my aid and helped me escape their surveillance unnoticed.
To be honest, it was more like stalking than helping. And the process was far from unnoticed. But we did escape.
I asked her to guide me to a place beyond the family's reach and to contact a few trustworthy individuals, namely all of you.
Trustworthy? Son of a nice lady. You think I'm dumb or something? How about this? I'll put a few bullet holes in your head and see what secrets spill out. Then, we can talk about trust.
It doesn't have to be like that. I'm willing to answer all your questions, but not right now. If my cover hadn't been blown, we might have had more time, but at the moment, we don't have any other options.
No other options? What do you mean?
This is the only way I can ensure everyone's safety. I kindly request an immediate warp jump out of the Astana star system.
This passenger is requesting...
As far as I can tell, she's not a threat and seems to be telling the truth.
I've briefly traveled with your companions and know their whereabouts, Dan Hung. Please rest assured, your nameless companions are safe, but they need our help. As for Boot Hill, you may have guessed. I've been waiting for you. Galaxy Rangers are known for their elusive nature and limited contact with each other, so this was the only way I could reach out to you. Only by doing this can I find a true Galaxy Ranger and fulfill a long-standing promise. To return his relics to their rightful owner.
Someone once told me that every rainfall is like a gift from the heavens, a sign of their mercy upon the world. Raindrops are said to be the tears of the gods, shed in response to the sorrows of the world. Their constant pouring is a reminder that the gods haven't abandoned us yet. So, how long has this rain been going on for?
I used to believe, just like you, that it would eventually stop. Years and decades passed. And in the end, such hope faded away before the rain did. Looks like the god you mentioned doesn't exist after all.
As he spoke, the old man's gaze remained fixed on the distance. Amidst the fine drizzle of black rain, countless shadowy hands emerged from the sea, shrouded in an ethereal mist, reaching out towards the sky, one by one.
Well, let me share a story with you. Mortals who walk the paths are like sailors on a vast ocean, leaving behind a trail that creates countless ripples of possibilities. These ripples last longer than the fleeting lifetimes of humans. And for some, their presence leaves such a strong mark that it's reflected in the waves.
Like those shadows on the ocean.
Sin-thirsters, the obsessions of the Pathstriders, they emerge from the depths of IX, seeing themselves as masters of their own destiny, unknowingly repeating the actions of their past lives.
So he says sin-thirsters, but it made me think of in Oculus Trip, the vampires are called synthesers, or whatever.
I'll be honest, my brain went a completely different direction when I heard sin-thirster.
No, I was thinking the synthesers in Oculus Trip. You're thinking about, like, someone being thirsting after some sin.
I mean, maybe.
It seems like the sin-thirsters are these, like, black hands coming out of the ocean here.
Also, a question. Why is the star leaking?
I think that is IX, the Nility. I think that is, like, a representation of the god of death.
I'd like to still ask the question, why is it leaking?
Because death walks among us.
I don't think that explains why it's leaking, Zetma.
Death had to pee.
They emerge from the nihility and head toward it, leading purposeless lives. However, these hollow phantoms, they were once my dear companions. A group of galaxy rangers.
Are you watching over them?
Watching over them? No. I'm guiding them toward transcendence. It was a brutal war. A crusade that shook the universe. The universe witnessed the fall of Zulo, the Lord Ravager, but it came at a price. A price so hefty that only those who were there still remember. The unwavering determination of the hunt followers persists even in death. So someone must guide these lost souls to their life beyond. They were heroes in their time, and they shouldn't be reduced to mere puppets of nihility. As for me, I've suffered too many losses on that battlefield to advance any further. And that makes me the most fitting person to carry out this task.
But you know, these sin-thirsters, they're not who they used to be.
Does this seem pointless to you? Well, some tasks have to be done, even if they are pointless.
I can help you.
For what?
For the meaning of the nihility. That's what I've been seeking.
I see. After all, this realm is off limits to ordinary souls, right? Thank you, stranger. I wish that you find what you seek.
Before we part ways, I have one more question. It is true that their actions and even their entire lives may seem pointless from our perspective. But if, and it's just an if this is what the departed ones expected, should we try to change it?
A good question, and a profound one. I don't know the answer. What I do know is that one day, I too will pass away. And when I bid farewell to this world, someone will stand at my grave and place a bouquet of flowers on it.
That's what we got from that perspective. No, are we actually going to be Robin, or are we going to be Sparkle disguised as Robin again? Because last time we had Robin's perspective, it was Sparkle playing a prank.
When I appeared as a child,
It's real.
my speech, mindset, and soul reflected immaturity and innocence. As I grew into adulthood, I left behind my childlike side.
I humbly request your blessings, esteemed advocate of Shipe.
Come to me, my kinship. I have sought their presence with us.
As you wish. I have faithfully served the Alfalfa family for nearly a decade, promoting the path of the harmony to the best of my ability. However, I made a mistake yesterday. While I was preparing dinner for the family head, I accidentally dropped a prepared dish on the floor.
Sunday's doing a confessional as the priest.
Out
It
of
feels like here.
laziness, I lied and claimed that everything was ready. Although the head has dismissed me as punishment, it has been tough to sleep with the guilt still gnawing at me, as I worried that the seeds of evilness may have taken root in my soul. So, I confess to you now, to seek atonement for my sins.
Do you sincerely repent and vow to change your ways?
I have an honest question.
Uh-huh.
Did he feel guilt over dropping food and saying, yeah, sure, we're prepared enough?
Yeah. This is some sort of religious allegory they're going. Not even allegory, it's some sort of religious thing.
It's a religious thing, but also at the same time, I bet this guy likes his hair pulled. Anyway. You can interpret what I said as you want.
I mean, well, the other guy he's talking to, who's like saying that through the confessional, it said like a Halovian. So rather than his hair being pulled, it'd be his wings being pulled. But the Halo, I don't know if it's just a Halovian thing or if it's like specifically like a Harmony family thing. This like overt Christian like style like sin stuff or whatever. But dude's name is just directly Sunday.
The worst day.
It's the worst day.
So we all know Sunday is the day of disappointment.
And then additionally, Sunday also has like a whole like biblically accurate angel thing going on. Because he's got like thorns and eyes as his like aesthetic.
Yes.
Have you examined your soul and confessed all your sins?
Oh. Yes.
Are you willing to accept the process of atonement?
Yes.
Very well. Show your dedication and goodwill to the family, and you shall be reinstated among them. Now, please, leave in peace.
Please, fuck off.
Praise Sheepy. And thank you, esteemed advocate.
Next, please step forward.
I wholeheartedly confess to you. Please, pardon my sins.
Rest assured, I have implored their presence to be with us. As long as you are sincere, absolution will be granted.
And so here they did there in like full caps. There is a Chinese like word, like pronoun or whatever for like godly beings. I wonder if that's what he's saying here, because it typically gets translated as like they, them, because it is like a non-binary like pronoun. It's like the only non-binary pronoun they like properly have, I think, or like one of the few they have. But it's like a godly pronoun. So I think that might be like the there he's using here. In Lord of the Mysteries they use it, but they try to match it to the gender of the character that's being talked about in the like Lord of the Mysteries translation. And so they'll use like the he or she, but they'll put like quotation marks around it to represent that they're using the like the other pronoun in the like the source material.
Hey, this is just easier to understand.
Yeah, that they're using the God pronoun or whatever. So in like the Lord of the Mysteries novel, they put like quotes on it.
Oh, great.
And assumably all the gods here have the same pronouns in Chinese.
I arrived in Penacony as a stowaway. I sold everything to get a ticket. My house, my land, and my 2 children.
What?
I see. Please, go on.
Sunday having to be the priest of this like awful capitalist church.
Fucking... That's a bit more of a sin than woe is me, I dropped some food and lied about it.
The an additional like allegory thing they're going for is like Penacony is like somewhat like a reference to America in general, like especially the stuff about like how their like thoughts on like illegal immigrants are, and like on even legal immigrants or whatever, they gotta like pay their way in and like all types of stuff or whatever. Except though entry into Penacony is a little bit easier than entry into the United States, because you just have to like park your ship near Pinacone and like fall asleep in a special like pod or whatever, and then you can like enter into the dream. But you're considered a stowaway if you do it that way. I think that's probably how Firefly is in the dream. Like there's probably a Stellaron hunter ship nearby. And she is like on it or something and sleeping there instead of like sleeping from inside the hotel, because like when she air quotes died, they couldn't find like her like sleeping body or whatever, but they were trying to find like her location, but they couldn't find her. So because she's on a ship outside of like the hotel.
My children were starving, and I hoped they'd have a chance at survival if they became slaves here.
He sold them to Pinacone.
If I can strike it rich here, I'll lift them out of that situation and give them the life they deserve. But the
At least
Bloodhound
it wasn't
family,
malicious.
they're on my tail, hunting me down. I thought I could bring my kids here. It was all my fault. All my fault.
The family is ready to forgive all sinners. I'll ask the Bloodhound family to cease their pursuit. You don't need to live in fear anymore.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'll work my hardest to redeem my children and make them part of the family. Praise the harmony!
Next, please step forward.
Hey! Long time no see, Mr. Sunday. The most esteemed individual in Penacony, and the next leader of the Oak family, right?
The Pepeshi are the
I
like
have
Lalafell
sought their presence
things.
with us. Let us proceed.
Sure. Let's just get this over with.
I killed some guy.
I have sinned. Please forgive me. I wasted half a pizza at breakfast and a bottle of Soul Glad. That's it. Nothing more. Can we wrap this up? I've got a robo-ball game to catch, you know?
Do you seek to atone for your sins through good deeds?
My sins? Well, starting to sound like a saint, huh? Well, let me tell you something. Neither the family nor you have the right to judge me.
Why did you go into it?
Knows what your
Because
precious
like
family
for the
has
like
done
like the
about the watchmaker.
it's like meant to parallel real life Christianity.
Kid
stuff
yourself,
or
feather
whatever.
brain. Those dream chasers might be fooled by your act, but don't fool yourself. Before you start spouting off your holy verses, answer me this. Where does the power of the Oak family come from? And your power? What makes you think you can sit there all high and mighty, looking down on everyone else? Well, I've spent enough time in confession today to enter the Harmony's paradise, right? Then I'll take my leave.
That was enough confession. I'm
Good luck
getting
with
to
your
heaven,
election,
right?
and don't make me regret my investments in you.
Oh, revered triple-faced soul, hear my doubts.
Even having a triple face soul is like a bit of a like reference to like the Holy Trinity.
Who can judge the strong when their power hides their crimes? Who can vouch for the weak when they will pay any price to survive? Who can comfort the purest souls when even they get led astray? If the strong defending the weak is truly the foundation of paradise, then Who is responsible for the suffering and anguish in this wretched world?
Sunday having a crisis of
Brother?
faith.
Brother?
I think he's just having a crisis.
Brother, are you all right?
I'm fine. I've been working long hours, and I just made a trip to Dreamflux Reef and back. So, I'm a bit out of sorts. But it'll all be over before we know it.
You've been working non-stop on the Charmony Festival, Mr. Sunday, and no one could have predicted this incident. Even if the Stellaron does pose a grave threat, I still feel sorry for all the trouble we've caused you.
No need to worry about troubling anyone. The Charmony Festival was meant to spread joy and harmony across the cosmos. But now that we know the truth, I'm afraid we'll have to cancel it.
It has always been our wish to make everyone happy, so...
Or you can still hold a festival, just don't let them know that
do
like
our
the
best to
initial
explain
festival is a
everything
human
to the Dream
sacrifice
Master.
thing.
I'm sure he'll understand. Even if the negotiation does not go smoothly, I'll refuse to go on stage. Without the Chordmaster, the Harmonious Choir would not arrive, and the Charmony Festival would be just a grand performance, and nothing more.
I'm relieved to see your determination. You know, since arriving in Penacony, we haven't had any contact with this Dream Master himself. I'd heard of the heads of the 5 major lineages, but the Dream Master is a mystery to me.
The Dream Master rarely grants an audience, even for us. But, given the urgency of the situation, he's agreed to meet us in person.
Perhaps you'll be the first guest to meet the Dream Master in years, Mr. Yang.
Let's hope we can reach a consensus that satisfies everyone.
Indeed. Let us hope so.
It's about time. We'll have to get ready for the meeting. I apologize for any inconvenience caused by the urgency.
Don't worry. I'll be waiting here.
Here, it's Mr. Sunday! Hey, come over here!
Looks like someone needs help.
Takeshi.
Let's go check it out.
Okay, drunk child, what do you need?
Oh, Mr. Sunday. Hey there! Okay, see the moon in the sky? It's about the size of the cap on my Soul Glad bottle. If I just reached out my hand, I could grab the moon, couldn't I?
The moon? You mean the Grand Theater?
Yeah. Look at me. I've been away from home for too long. I must be missing that moon. But it's no big deal. The Grand Theater here looks much better than the moon back home. It's just magnificent. They told me not to sell everything I had just to come to Penacony. How short-sighted.
Selling everything you had? Why would you go to such lengths?
That seems exceedingly common.
Can't you see?
Yeah. But I think because they've been like
miserable. It's not really living at all.
Because they've been fed the Penacony exceptionalism all their lives. They're like not aware. They've just had their they're having their crisis of faith right now about the whole thing and realizing things aren't quite right around them.
That people are literally throwing away everything just to show up here.
Yeah. He is drunk, Luna. He is a drunk, Pepeshi child. Adult man.
That is an adult man.
Yeah, that is an adult man.
It's better to be here at Penacony. No pain, no worries about tomorrow, just sweet dreams. You can do whatever you want. That's what I call living. Yeah, now this is the life.
Sorry, my brain just went, now this is pod racing.
There is a pod racing planet, though, too.
That doesn't surprise me in the slightest.
And I just had a kind of a thought go through my mind. So, like, the Zhangzhou section is a little bit of a critique of, like, China in the blandest way possible of, like, the critique is that, oh yeah, we follow the rules a little too strictly, so that caused us to, like, not see the like, threat under our noses, or whatever. Is, like, the critique on the Zhangzhou area. And then here in Pinacone, a critique of America is just, like, brutal.
I feel like there's a bit of a bias going on
Yeah.
here. But I just can't put my finger on where.
Is this truly living?
Huh? What did you say, young lady? I didn't quite catch that.
Oh, it's nothing, sir. You see, the traffic on Glock's Avenue can be dangerous. How about I ask a Bloodhound family member to escort you to Ideen Park over there, so you can continue enjoying your sweet dream?
It's probably meant to be cute. Like the Pepeshis having the little ball on their head.
It just reminds me of fucking
Moogles.
Moogles.
Yeah, they are Lalafell Moogles.
Anthropomorphized Moogles.
I mean, Final Fantasy's already done that multiple times.
Even more anthropomorphized Moogle.
I mean, then it's just a Lalafell with a Moogle ball, which is what the Pepeshi are.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah, that's a great idea. Wow. No wonder you were the leader of this sweet dream. You're totally a lifesaver. See you around, Mr. Sunday. And it was nice chatting with you.
Also, like, before the religious themes weren't they were there, but they weren't quite as overt. But that scene with Sunday and the confessional, like, brought forward all, like, the religious themes now too, making it even more of a, like, cutting, like, criticism of America.
Really, like, just taking a wrench to it and beating it, basically.
Yeah. Because up till this point, it was just, like, a capitalist critique about, like, the American dream, but now they're throwing in the overt, like, religiousness of it as well.
Yeah.
What's up, sister?
This is the land of the dreams. But why do they live like this? The man we ran into, he doesn't seem happy at all.
Cars? Question mark
Yeah,
in the
those are
back?
cars, yeah.
Okay.
They're just illusions. But for
I couldn't
him,
tell if
they're
they
the
were
only
cars
way
or
to
just
survive, even
area
if it means giving up on
hazards.
reality. That's not really living at all.
Going back into, like, the overt, like, religious themes or whatever, the cars are trumpets.
I see that.
Which is, like, going, like, trumpets, like, announce, like, the rapture.
Yeah. No, I know.
Yeah.
I suppose you have a point. But, in my opinion, that's how most people live their lives.
Why do you say that?
You think that man is not actually living, but that's not quite accurate. Even without Penacony, people create their own illusions called self-value. People believe they have a predetermined value to fulfill. Gaining value means gaining power, and those deemed worthless are seen as the weak. However, value doesn't come out of thin air, and there's a limit to it. To accumulate value, people have to take from others. So, the weak get exploited and oppressed.
Are you suggesting that this is not how things should be?
Exactly. But, ironically, people don't think there's anything wrong with it, because they uphold the illusory notion of self-value, and even the weak believe in it. The survival of the fittest.
Sunday is
That's
meant to
where
be
all the
like a
tragedies in the
flawed
world
character.
come from.
I can tell.
People come to the sweet dream in Penacony to escape
And also,
from that
still a pretty
reality
good allegory for
and
the United
find
States.
solace.
Yeah.
No tragedies exist here, only happiness, although in its nascent form. Isn't that the same paradise we yearn for in our dreams?
Perhaps that man is just an exception. Let's not jump to conclusions. We should experience the dreamscape ourselves, just as I did at Dreamflux Reef.
Yes, seeing is believing. I'll accompany you. The Dream Master hasn't shown up yet, so we have some time for a stroll.
Yes, I'm trying to think of like how because like the Zhangzhou area did have some like critiques of Chinese culture in it as well, but particularly it was just like about like old people and old people in tradition, like holding them back or whatever.
And well, I mean that's
it is
unironically
like,
is just correct from what everything I've heard about. Like,
yeah.
Japan, China area.
Yeah, it was like a proper like critique of China. Yeah, it's just it wasn't quite as like I feel like
vicious.
Yeah, vicious as this is getting right now.
Vicious. Hey, your way of living is completely destroying society around you.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck is that
Glad to
tongue
meet
coming
you
out
again,
of the
Robin.
wall?
Oh, that's a
How
phone.
are the preparations for the Charmony
I'll
Festival
go look at that
coming
in a
along?
moment.
We're all so excited about it.
It's going smoothly. Thanks for making the trip to join the festival.
You're too kind, Robin. It's a pleasure to have guests from all over the universe celebrating day and night. I can't stand being lonely or bored, so this jubilant dreamscape is perfect for me.
But if this went on forever, would it get boring too?
A little too bad, like not every American, but most Americans that need to hear these critiques don't have. Well, either won't be playing the game, or even if they are playing the game, they don't have like the media literacy to like understand that it's about America.
And those who do will probably just get mad about it.
Yeah, I mean those who have the media literacy to understand, but the like.
Self-literacy.
Yeah, but the like would be against hearing the truths about it are probably the type that wouldn't play this game for like anti-Chinese reasons.
Yeah, probably.
Nah, not at all. Who would get tired of having so much fun? Every day, you get to wear fancy clothes, explore all sorts of dream bubbles, indulge in delicious food without gaining weight, and you never get old or sick. As long as you can afford a room, this place is the ultimate paradise.
But you know that only a few things can be brought back from the dreamscape to reality, right?
That's exactly why I don't plan on bringing anything back. Just enjoying the dream itself is good enough for me. I mean, I'm not one of those long-living species. I only have around 60 or 70 years in this lifetime, and there's so much to worry about. Being happy here is pure bliss. Only in this sweet dream can I truly feel like I'm in control of my life and fate. Who would want to go back to reality after experiencing this bliss?
I feel like this is more critiques than just the United States at this point.
I mean, yeah, it is like not all specific at America. It's like at other stuff, but like
they're really going hard on anything that is like outside Japan. It feels like with
or
this
China,
one.
like the Chinese game.
China, Japan.
Yeah.
Over
Japan,
there.
Yeah, China and Japan though do have like quite a few differences.
Seems like
Japan
that guest's
is
perspective didn't resonate with you either.
Japan is just like an American like more than an American ally. Is like as far as like global stuff goes.
There was a short I saw of somebody saying, "I know what you did." And they're basically pretending to be like the U.S. as a caricature, and the other one on the other side of the conversation was meant to be Japan as a caricature. You know, the other caricature was acting cute, and then
that
you know,
one, yeah,
Japan
has
you
its
put
problems.
this mask on me.
Yeah. But yeah, like exactly, like we put that mask on Japan, but Japan and China have their like do have quite a few cultural differences.
I'm not well versed enough in anything over there to not to sound mean to give a shit.
I know, yeah, but I'm just saying that it is different. Like there is more in common between like all of North America than China and Japan.
She had a valid point. I could sense her genuine happiness. It's just that...
What you're trying to say is, she thinks she's in control of her life. But in reality, she's just escaping from reality and seeking solace in this sweet dream. Once she steps out of this sanctuary, everything will be lost.
Well, she did make mention of being able to afford a room. Didn't she?
However, the paradise in our dreams, it doesn't have to end.
No. And the paradise we yearn for shouldn't be just a fleeting dream either.
Okay.
Hey, look, another one.
Oh, yeah. Oh, and our Pesci, yeah, they're...
That's actually a really cute little outfit.
Oh, what she's wearing. Yeah.
I wonder if exercising
the little business lady
works.
There's another like aesthetic theme on some of these like side characters of like the Celtic knot. Is it on?
It's actually a very cute outfit.
Yeah.
One of the few times. Well, no, they are like legging pants stuff.
Oh, here's
so.
another one wearing the like same one, just a different color.
Yeah.
That one's got little business.
I think the other colors work a little. Oh, they're skipping.
Yeah.
There they go. They're also clipping into the stairs.
Does Robin have the Celtic knot symbol on her? Not particularly. It's an aesthetic I've noticed on some of the NPCs, is there's like a Celtic knot thing going on. Well, that there on their back is like a more about like some other like symbolism there. It's like a handshake with like a lock. But like on other spots they've got like Celtic knots.
Also there's a weird clock doing something in the fucking background.
Doc, no, it's double the pay for overtime. I can't sleep yet. They're like little attendants for the... Oh, that one didn't even have a puzzle.
It's fucking like, please let me out of work.
Yeah. Typically there's a puzzle when you like interact with those.
I wonder if exercising in dreams actually works.
No.
Yeah.
No, it does not.
So each of these, there's different locations. Each of them connects to like a different character, and you can like hear their dreams. A peculiarly designed telephone is fixed in place, waiting for curious passerbys to pick up its receiver. Ring, ring. Good evening, esteemed guests. Would you be interested in making a Dream Peak call today? Dial the Dream Peak call. Dial tone. Ring, 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 ring. I'm sorry, but currently no one is available because we're in the, like, POV one, I guess. Dream Peak call. Please ensure... Yeah, that at least one of your friends in your contact is deep sleep. Well, this is current time. It's just we're on a different like character. Probably because like the instance for this like place, when you're in a POV, you're in a different instance than you normally are. So some of the like interactables are different. Destroy this thing over here. Oh, she sends out a bird?
Oh, that was that. I thought somebody had like hiccups or something.
Yeah.
Did you hear what I was hearing?
Yeah, her
Sounds
little
like somebody
noise.
hiccuping.
Let the show begin.
She summons this around her. In battle, when she uses her like alt, she starts singing her song. This probably like knocks out enemies around you too. That like field.
The scenery in this dreamscape is truly breathtaking, isn't it?
Old man.
Oh, Robin. Can't believe I'm meeting you in person here. What an honor. You're right. Even though time stands still in this dreamscape, it always feels fresh. I find something new every time.
A philosophical mind. I hope I'm not intruding.
Oh, not at all. No. With little time left, I yearn for meaningful conversations, especially with someone as esteemed as you. Do you mind if we chat?
It's my pleasure. No need to be formal. Just speak your mind. You said, with little time left. Please, forgive me for being blunt. But is that why you came to Penacony?
Yeah. I was part of a war, and while escaping from the Sarkosian mothership, I got exposed to some radioactive materials. And then, all my comrades died, and my hometown was wiped out by neutron bombardments. I couldn't bear to live with everything I knew gone. That's when I heard about a possible solution here, so I came.
That seems like wild amounts of overkill.
Yeah.
You know what a neutron bomb is, right?
I can imagine, just because of like I understand how like an atom bomb works, and I understand that there's like smaller parts of a neutron, so it'd be even more.
Yeah. I think a single neutron bomb could blow up the Earth.
Well, then his entire planet's gone.
God, I would fucking hope so. I think either it would blow up the Earth or make the Earth inhabitable.
Neutron bombardments. Though assumably neutron bombardments might be like a particle accelerator. Targeted, maybe like a particle accelerator type
that
of
is still massive damage.
Yeah.
And if that's for like a village, I don't want to meet the one who pushed that button because they very probably have a temper.
How heart-wrenching. I hope the family has been able to help you.
They have, and I'm truly grateful for that. They provided me with a comfortable room, the most advanced life support devices in the cosmos, and a stellar team of caregivers. My physical body is now in the dream pool, sustained by life support. The me you see here is whole, rational, and no different from any other person. But I can't say the same for the me in the hotel room.
When are we in about soon?
My true appearance. Yeah. I hope you never have to witness it, Robin.
So, you'll be
old.
living forever in this dreamscape, right?
Just being able to live at all is good enough for me.
He's like barely alive. He
Whether
like
it's in
barely
this
survived. He's
dreamscape
the
or
only
not,
survivor from his village.
I don't really have much say in the matter. My world has been torn
I
apart.
think, yeah, either he
and
was
my life could end any second.
barely on the edge of it. Like,
even if this whole place is
in
an illusion,
space levels on the
it's
edge
still
of
my
it.
paradise. And I'll treasure every moment I spend
I
here.
was immediately put into like
Oh, I
radiotherapy
envy
stuff.
those everlasting things.
Not radiotherapy, because it's applying more radio. You get what I mean.
He is 20 years old.
That would actually, you know what, unironically, that would make sense given the advanced cellular aging.
That was just a joke. I don't know.
I know it was a joke, and also we're not going to talk about how ADHD just started going there.
Yeah. I mean, that's what's neat about this type of like deep lore type of game, where like everything has like some level of like world building or lore attached to it. The horror of knowing that they have that type
yes.
of... Yeah.
I in fact have seen the effects of radiation.
I'm aware of some stuff. I've seen like stuff about the devil core or whatever. That shit scares me.
Yes, the demon core.
Yeah, the demon
where they
core,
decided to hold it up with a fucking screwdriver.
Uh-huh. But yeah, but like the demon core.
Kill you within a week. Oh yeah, that's probably why he is at this place. He probably got enough to be barely alive for a little bit, and had enough time to get to somewhere like here.
Yeah. I'm sure as like the family... Oh. So like, my first thought was the family's like doing it as like a form of charity or whatever, but then my second thought is, whatever this Charmony Festival thing is, my like main theory is that it is like actual human sacrifice and they need like the mental energy from all of these like people for stuff, so he might be here as a sacrifice.
Didn't they like say that as with the fucking just before the first POV swap?
Yeah, like Gallagher did say some stuff, but like just in general that like having people here long term has that same effect. But like it hasn't been fully revealed what the Charmony Festival thing is, like what happens if it goes through, because like it was like talked about before that if Robin performs, it's gonna summon some sort of like angel thing or like a choir of angels.
Well, also the life support they might have put him on is something that was decreasing the amount of cellular aging he was going through, effectively putting him into like a cellular stasis. But
yeah, I mean, it is also imaginary life support because this is space and magic.
Yeah,
this is like Warhammer levels of like space world building.
Wild bullshit.
Yeah, wild bullshit.
It's old tech Warhammer.
Yeah.
Or I guess Golden Age humanity tech, which was fucking wild.
I don't know, cells left to put on life support. Like, I'm thinking he was on the edge of the bombardment or whatever. Because they use the term bombardment and not neutron bomb, so like I said, I'm pretty sure it's like some sort of particle accelerator attack.
Yeah, it's
which is
probably
also
less like
awful, but
yeah,
like
it's probably was less of a radiation strike and more of the equivalent of firing like hundreds of artillery at
they
a
got
spot.
turned into Swiss cheese.
Yeah. Bias? Oh
On a
god, if it's a
molecular level.
particle-based bombardment, that would basically just look like a laser to the untrained eye and would basically like vivisect your body at the molecular level.
Yeah.
Which is probably why he can survive. That would still produce a lot of radiation, but probably not
well, he's
enough
not long for this world.
Yeah, so it was probably just enough to give him some time to live, but not a lot of time.
Assumably long enough to like live for the next 10 hours at the very least for like whatever this human sacrifice thing that's going down.
Well, he made it seem like he had
That's
like a
precisely
week-ish
why
of time,
this
which is
sweet
still
gem
advanced
Penacony
radiation exposure.
exists.
Yeah.
However, even the sweet dream has its limitations. While it provides solace to the disillusioned, it can't completely eliminate pain in reality.
There will be a way out. Penacony is already on the right track.
Sunday's just getting more and more deranged. I didn't see what Welt saw before, but now I'm seeing it.
Well, that's kind of what happens when people's like core beliefs like
are starting to break down
for like their entire reality is questioned most of the time.
Look what we have here. A lovely young lady.
It's Sparkle.
Wait, is that me?
Also, technically you could put someone into advanced life support via cellular like freezing, basically, like a
as long as like there's some like level of like brain activity, I think, to get. I don't know what you require to get into the dream, if you even need brain activity or if it's something spiritual.
It's I don't know, that part I'm not even getting to. Assuming that you can basically prevent the duplication of cells, you can prevent the advancing of your genetic code so it won't separate and cause more problem.
Mm-hmm.
But at that point, you are, wouldn't be able to move, physically stuck.
Yeah. But that's why he's here in the dream, so he can have, like, some sort of quality of life.
But also, radiation is fucking terrifying.
Yeah.
Brother, what a surprise.
Don't do
to see
radiation,
you
kids.
again.
Yeah.
Show yourself. Your trick won't work on us.
I've heard that a skilled mass fool received an invitation too. That must be you, right?
That is how it works.
Did
So,
you
which
enjoy
basically
yourself?
in order to put someone like that on life support, you would
The
basically have
people
to
here are
shut
way
down
too
all of
gullible.
their cells from
A little
duplicating.
bait is all it takes for them to bite.
Which,
And they run away at the
has some
slightest hint of
problems.
danger. In other words,
Like, if you get injured,
they're
that wound is now
naive and
permanently open.
cowardly.
Yeah.
Now that you've had your fill, it'd be wise to leave before it's too late. The music of the harmony doesn't tolerate discord.
We're not saying replace, we're saying
What?
stop.
Now that you have the real Robin, I'm useless? Oh,
Yeah.
how disheartening.
Which I think why that old man is still going to die.
You should be thanking me, because if it weren't for me cleaning up this mess, Penacony would still be in shambles. Don't you think?
That was a personal request from the head of the Iris family, and it has nothing to do with us. Step aside and stop causing trouble for the Charmony Festival.
The Charmony Festival? You think you can scare me? You think I have no idea what you're planning?
Oh yeah, like Sparkle's also handed out like self-destruct buttons to every person she's run into for like the past like couple of hours.
I don't care what you're thinking, Chicken Wing Boy. But I'm pretty sure our lovely Robin won't be appearing on stage. After all, you're well aware of what a sorry state this dreamscape is in under the banner of harmony. Penacony, the land of the dreams. Is this truly the paradise you desire?
Stop it.
What's the rush, Chicken Wing Boy? Did I get to you?
Our paradise is none of your concern, masked fool. Leave now, or the family won't tolerate you anymore.
All right. I'll go. But Robin, I suggest you seriously consider this. Do you really believe those living in dreams can escape pain and find true happiness? Well, I've done my part, and now I'm simply waiting for the fireworks to begin. Here, the last 2 gifts for both of you. And don't lose them. If by some unfortunate chance the Charmony Festival starts against all odds, remember to use them during the show. And it'll be thrilling. Bang!
I heard a raven cawing in the distance. It seems the Dream Master will arrive soon.
Because all hell, I heard a raven cawing in the distance. Our appointment is ready.
Let's wait here for the Dream Master to arrive.
Okay. By the way, brother, I heard you no longer have a sweet tooth. Back when we were kids, you used to steal my desserts. Seems like a lot has changed during my absence. What exactly happened?
Well, someone has to stay awake even in this sweet dream.
But that someone doesn't have to be you, or anyone in particular. You're carrying too much on your shoulders, brother. The paradise in our dreams. It shouldn't be like this. Penacony is nothing more than a dream. It can't erase the worries and pain of reality, or bring true happiness. It only offers an escape from reality. Nothing more.
Remember the old man we met earlier? Without this dream, he might have completely lost himself.
That might be true, but even without Penacony, he could have chosen another path. As far as I know, the Intelligentsia Guild has been promoting their rehabilitation techniques for a long time now. That path may have been more ordinary and
The
challenging.
Intelligentsia Guild are like...
Now, he's receiving hospice
I'm not
care in
laughing
a
at the
comatose
name.
state.
I'm laughing at the
An
fact of somebody could have saved him. Dear, if he was the way that we think he is fucked, there is no saving
there
him.
is
This is
yeah.
his savior.
Yeah.
This is his Garden of Eden.
Yeah. She was just saying, though, that the Intelligentsia Guild is working on ways to cure cancer. Not fast enough to save that guy, though.
So that's basically what the dream pods are anyway. I think they're constantly feeding the person inside nutrients.
Yeah, but it's like through your skin, but yeah. Assumably he does have a tube down his throat, though, for like whatever his like he's in like the advanced
Breathing.
He's like at a advanced stage of life support more so than the dream pod, because I think you're not supposed to stay in the dream pod for too long. You're supposed to get out and like have food eventually. Like, you're not supposed to stay in there forever. You gotta wake up once in a while.
Is Penacony granting these people a future? Or is it taking it away from them?
Well, don't forget this. Not everyone really has a future. The future for humanity is like the sky for birds. People mistakenly believe that flight is inherent to birds because they've never witnessed those birds crashing to their death. Do you remember how we took in that little Charmony dove when we were young?
Yeah. We took care of it. Provided food and water, groomed its feathers. And later, when I decided to leave Penacony, I opened the cage and set it free.
This is another reoccurring, like, phrase they're using, do birds, like, are birds meant to fly or whatever?
I mean, if we're talking scientifically, yes. If we're talking, like, are they knowing it from birth? No.
Yeah.
Most of the time.
Yeah.
Birds are born with no shackles.
Yeah, because the word feathers and fetter, it's a play on, it's a word play thing.
Now, I'm gonna state this just in case it's not obvious, but I'm a little stupid.
Fetter is like to like, not subdue is not the right word, but to like it is like similar to like the word shackle. But that is also a central theme here, yes, Nahid.
Well,
what about Bumblebee's?
I didn't mention what happened to it in my letters.
Yeah, your bird
because
is
I didn't
dead.
want to upset you. Shortly after you left, it crashed to its death right in front of your window.
I had surmised as much. I knew you wouldn't have avoided mentioning the bird for no reason. Despite that unfortunate outcome, I still believe it was the right decision. Birds aren't meant to spend their lives in cages. They belong in the sky, even if they can't fly.
But here's the thing.
Throwing penguins into the air.
If there are birds in this world that can never fly, can we really assert that they belong in the sky?
Are you implying that the same goes for humans too?
Let's take the Astral Express as an example. The Nameless made tremendous efforts to bridge worlds, gaining fame across the universe. However, only a few extraordinary individuals can endure such a perilous journey. That's because the pursuit of the Trailblaze exceeds the capabilities of ordinary humans. Otherwise, why would this path be filled with broken rails, an abandoned express, and even a fallen eon.
That's just sophistry. If that were true, then only the powerful would have the right to determine the future.
Unfortunately, that's exactly what happens. Another name for the future is self-value. While this world has its fair share of heroes who inspire people and
Yeah,
garner
Sunday got the
admiration
wrong
for their
message
heroic
from
deeds,
their like
the
little soul
majority of
searching
ordinary
journey that they
people
just went on.
will never become heroes in their lifetime. Some are born weak and vulnerable. Some find themselves trapped in unfortunate circumstances. Some fall victim to malice and cowardice. When it comes to survival, everyone
that's what we call
is equal.
free will.
And the weak can only watch as their value gets constantly diminished by external forces.
I was not aware of that yet, Nikki. That seems to be perhaps a spoiler. That's fine though. I'm more okay with spoilers, but like some people might not appreciate that level of spoiler. It states so in the simulators. Never mind then. Okay. I hadn't read that part yet. It seems though that perhaps the followers. It doesn't say in the story. Okay, it's a simulated universe lore. It seems that perhaps the followers of what was it called? I forgot the name of it, but of the Harmony God are not aware of this. Inna? Oh, it's a different one, I thought. I'll look. Jipei, yeah. Jipei, that's the one.
Also, I'm gonna say, it seems
aware.
like Sunday is mad about free will, question mark?
Probably. That fits into his Christian theme.
I'm also not disagreeing with the powerful will often fuck up the less strong than them to try to get higher up.
Is of the order. Jipei is the Harmony. He was mad about work days.
I don't. He seems to have his own problems, which he should be going to therapy for.
Yeah, I'm aware of a small spoiler about like things aren't gonna work out well for Sunday.
Oh no. He's such a good guy.
That's why we should care for the weak and support them as if their suffering were our own. That's what the Odes of Harmony have always taught us.
While the Harmony holds noble aspirations, the strong will always be strong, and the weak will always be weak.
I need to
Even
read
in
more
this
of the
carefree
simulated universe stuff.
Human nature contains greatness, but it also harbors inherent weaknesses that can't be eradicated.
God, he really is like
in the end
the shittiest
if
version
people
of a
can't even secure
pessimist.
their own survival. They won't care about the illusory future of equality. As long as the law of survival of the fittest prevails, there will always be fledglings crashing to their death.
But if people don't live for the future, do they merely exist for survival? If even you, my brother, don't believe that the Harmony will save the weak, then which eon can make our dreams come true?
People often forget that when the first bird took flight, the entire world envisioned a future where no more fledglings would ever crash to their death.
I'm pretty sure though the simulated universe also holds like fallen ones, because it's implied that Lan is still like in existence though, because like Lan is still shooting out arrows and stuff. It holds the light ones too. That's what I was saying.
Are you reading, sister? What are you reading?
Mr. Gopherwood gave me a picture book. It's about the story of the harmonic strings. If I could become a chord master, I'd like to summon Dominicus, the harmonious choir.
I want to sing with everyone and spread our wishes so that all can feel happiness and joy.
I see. Then, I would summon the harmonious choir too.
Don't you have a wish of your own, brother?
Of course I do. It's just that
jeez.
it includes your wish and everyone else's. I long for a true paradise where everyone can find peace.
So in this like little part here, instead of saying their names as Robin and Sunday, it's Guileless Girl and Trustful Boy. Guileless is like, that is so mean to Robin. That's like almost calling her stupid. Because isn't Guile like slyness or whatever? I guess it's meaning that rather that she's not like sneaky or whatever, but like I feel like that also Guile is also like smarts too. Data thing gets said that Mars struck zombies killed. Oh, about what Lon? Why Lon's after the abundance.
Then, let's build a stage there, and invite everyone to our performance, so that both our wishes come true, through the power of the harmonious choir.
It's a deal then.
Yeah, it's a deal. But how can I become a chord master?
Maybe you'll have to become a star first.
Loved. Oh boy, yeah.
You're back sooner than I thought. Any results?
Yes. And now, it's up to us to forge ahead.
Since he's already carried out his last wish, my final mission is complete. But pardon me if I sound curt. It's good to have determination. The path Mikhail left for you is not an easy one to tread. Why else would he have chosen to sleep in solitude, staking everything on some nameless in the future? But you have the numbers, and in numbers comes strength.
Again, Firefly is just
So
here.
that might just delay your inevitable a little more.
Got any more encouraging words?
As I see it, relying on Welt's negotiations alone is far
They
from
do look
enough.
similar.
Regardless of whether the
Or
other
they have
party
similar
will be
vibes.
compliant, negotiating simply allows us to meet them as equals and won't grant us an upper hand. Penacony is our rival's home turf, and we already have very few chips left to play with. Rather than idly sit around while the family's got us blocked off, an offensive approach might be a wiser course of action. We're more familiar with the Stellaron's properties than most, and since it's the key to stabilizing the sweet dream, it's vital to the family's interests. By attacking their core interests, they're bound to retaliate hastily. And as the saying goes, haste makes waste.
That's right. As long as we pose a threat to the Stellaron, either with words
Firefly,
or
yeah, I'm good
otherwise,
with causing
we have
chaos.
a chance at gaining the upper hand. But the problem is, on the eve of the Charmony Festival opening, how exactly are we going to get close to the theater? Family security will be airtight, and if we brute force it, even if we succeed, it's too risky.
So, no one's gonna say anything? Then I'll raise my hand. I know the answer to this question.
Murder.
Murder, yeah. Of course you do. I never doubted you for a second. Looks like we have one more ace up our sleeves. Time for the master stroke.
Why are you speaking like the general of the law, Fu?
He's cool.
So, I heard that before the Charmony
Continue
Festival
on, yeah.
begins, there'll be a pageant to kick off the festival. It's called the Soul Glad TM festivity auditions, or something, and it's going to be held in the moment of Scorch Sand. As long as we clinch the top spot, we'll be able to attain the title of Festive Superstar, and be able to personally bask in the graces of Miss Robin. Not that that's important.
You just talked to her.
What's crucial is that we can enter the Grand Theater before
March.
the audience arrives.
March, you okay there, buddy? You seem to be becoming jelly. Or maybe gay.
Oh yeah, towards Robin. When she first met Robin in the hotel lobby, she had like a little fangirl moment.
I guess it could just be described as like fangirling, but I feel through my own interpretation of that whole sentence there, it feels a little bit more of the more than fangirling.
If I had the Femme Trailblazer, this would just be a lineup of girls too. Girls on both sides. A girl with 2 honeys on both sides. And then also, if you're like the Femme Trailblazer, March is extra gay.
Yeah.
So, how do we go about participating in these festivity auditions?
I've already procured special invite
Yeah, March
tickets
likes
from
everyone.
Miss Robin's fan club.
I guess March could also just be bi
To
and
tell you the truth,
or just
I had
happy.
been preparing to join the auditions all along. But now it looks like even if I scrape through, I probably still won't have the chance to shake Miss
It's
Robin's
fine.
hand.
We're just being silly about it.
So they're still running this thing, huh? It was originally just a publicity stunt, set up by Mikhail to drum up attention. But it looks like it might be worth a shot.
We'll follow Marge's plan. Mr. Gallagher, will you be joining us?
I'm afraid I won't have the time. As a virtual character, I've already completed my final mission. Whether Penacony can awaken from this dream is all down to you.
Should we ever cross paths again? I'd love for you to visit the Express.
All right. I'll have to add to that data bank of yours you've got on the Express.
And Miss Firefly, we thank you for all your support. We're faced with a formidable enemy. As long as the Astral Express and Stellaron Hunter's objectives are aligned, we're willing to cooperate with you.
We've already come this far together. I'd like to join you for the rest of your journey on Penacony. I'm pleased that we can finally fight shoulder to shoulder. I couldn't ask for a better ending.
This is also the spirit of the Trailblaze. Now everyone, let's prepare to move out.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Scorch Sand Hall. This is where challengers thrive and dream chasers shine, all under the watchful eye of the entire universe. If you have ambition, dreams, and the drive, dear friend, the next superstar of Penacony's Charmony Festival could be you.
Like American Idol stuff.
Wow, they've really outdone themselves.
I hate that the screens in the background are moving because that seems like a mechanical nightmare.
Yeah. I think it's on like speakers.
I know, but I'm looking at it and I'm like, that would go so terribly, so quickly, and I'd be like a bitch to manage properly. You would need like rails and make sure like either it would be I'm gonna stop talking.
I think it's like maybe like on a like how speaker, but though yeah, that would be like a lot of movement.
There's so much.
Yeah. It is like probably unbearably loud in this room. Like the bass is like traveling through their bodies and scrambling their brains.
Is he talking about us?
Okay, I was gonna say, hopefully he says yes.
You have all the potential of a superstar in you.
Excuse
Excuse me, you four. What are you hoping to get out of all this?
As the last group of contestants, how confident are you in overcoming all of the challenges?
Would
Feel
you
like
be
wipe
open to a
out?
brief exclusive interview
What are
with
we
us?
doing
It'll be
again?
quick.
Your journey is long and fraught with peril, yet under a sky blanketed by banners, you vie for the crown.
The sword and rose! Protect the beauty! The beauty! Magnificent
Does the beauty even have enough of a faction to have a
A knight's
journalist?
head is hard as steel. Brother Lance Focus is stubborn as
Also,
a heel.
if that
We don't all
small
have to be
one
winners.
gets so
We don't
high,
have
I
fun.
think I could hear a dog
We'd
howl.
all be sinners.
Yeah.
People are pouring in. It kind of feels like all sorts of baddies are showing up. Let's get in there quickly and enter the competition.
Ladies and gentlemen, please make way. Make way. Coming towards us now is one of Penacony's top 10 wealthiest tycoons and the soul-glad business empire's founder, Mr. Ideen.
Mr. IP'd?
Allow me to
Ideen.
introduce myself.
Okay, I heard
I'm the
IP'd.
director of Soulglad's factory, Ideen Lida. My four friends, introduce yourselves to the audience across the cosmos.
Hello, everybody. I'm Himiko, a nameless from the Astral Express, and these are my companions.
Firefly's gonna say she is.
Don't you guys need to hide your identities?
Can't hide it anyways. Penacony is plastered with our posters. And because the Astral Express is so well known, the family won't dare to make any rash moves.
Oh, we can say, okay, we can choose to introduce March, the Galactic Baseballer. Everyone up. It's a good idea to have a talent show in the pivotal moment of our story. Yes, hello. Here are our names.
Hello, everyone! I'm March 7th. I'm an ordinary girl who loves adventures.
Hello, everyone. I'm Firefly. I
Firefly
am
should
also an
claim to
ordinary
be
girl who
a
enjoys adventures.
nameless here, I feel like, or she'll be in danger because she's actually an
Nameless
outlaw.
guests. This final face-off is bound to be spectacular. Time is precious. My four friends, come with me. Grab a bottle of Soul Glad and make your dreams a black.
And now fight in our gladiatorial arena for the
Yeah,
entertainment of the masses.
That's probably what it's gonna be. Oh, they just float, the screens do. There's nothing behind them.
I hate that even more. Yeah.
Friend, do you have a do you have a contender? Oh wait, I forgot a contender for the thing. Let's see. What does it say? For a contender that you support too, Chirp. Look at our girl. Her hardships and efforts and are recognized by everybody, Chirp. Each time I recall her arduous hardships, only to falter just before the finishing line after all that she's been through, my tears flow like Soul Glad, Chirp. Goodbye, Chirp. I promise the champion of the next competition will definitely be her, Chirp. Groupie bird.
Anyway, I hate they're just floating.
Yeah.
Because also those look heavy and the kinetic energy behind those
We
moving
are
look
in a literal
fucking
dream.
awesome. Look. I don't care.
Now this smells good.
You can tell me it's a dream all you want. I can still be mad about it.
Yeah, if you entered this room, they would all fall because your mental energy would make it the room follow physics.
Either it would fall or just like rails would appear behind them. The idea of them all falling would be fucking hilarious.
If you're the only person in this room, it all of a sudden starts to follow physics.
This place is
I don't know if it
buzzing.
goes like that or not because it's like a
That's
collective
right.
dream, but
This venue is a miniature representation of that time
I
known
there's also
as the
some
era
areas are
of film
stabilized
with
against stuff like
boundless
that.
possibilities.
But if you convinced everybody in the like dream that physics shouldn't work like that, then maybe.
Why would I do that? I'm not going to, like... birds in the speakers.
Mm-hmm. Come on.
You pulled the one on the other side, apparently.
I'm sorry, was I bothering you, Chirp Chirp? It's really noisy here, so even if you hide in here to sing, no other birdies can hear you, Chirp.
You were in a speaker.
Yeah, but it's really loud too. I can't even hear myself singing, Chirp.
You were in a speaker.
Oh, how's your singing? It's good. You could hear it? I'm so embarrassed, Chirp. Don't look at me. I just want to find a hole to hide in, Chirp.
Maybe don't choose a fucking speaker!
Okay, so the origami birds, whatever they are, like, one time it came up that, like, you, like, tell them they can't swim because it's made of paper, and it's like, I'm not made of paper! And then it leaves. So they are made of, like, a paper-like substance that is not paper.
Okay. It's somehow the most believable, like, yeah. More believable than other stuff I've heard.
There's a whole bunch of these around too, these statues. Perhaps
do they worship Anubis?
No, I don't know what maybe it might be like some like spy tech that if you like notice it then you like become unaware of it. I don't know. The statue has witnessed the most joyful moments in the auditions. Sensing its incongruity with its surroundings, it quickly vanishes from your sight. So whenever you find them, they disappear.
That's not concerning at all.
Oh. Super hacker. What's his name? Stoneblade. I wonder if he's from like the gamer world. Hello, welcome to our origami bird flying race. May you attain the best results, Chirp. Let's take a look at your wings. Oh, you must be here to spectate the races, Chirp. But even if you're not participating, you mustn't slack off on your training, or you'll be pushed around by Boss Stone, Chirp. Oh, there's another birdie that needs some guidance over there. See you later, my wingless friend, Chirp. Okay, it's just an effect in the room. Okay, I was like, what is with this, like, path?
The rotating thing?
Or no, the like, gold bit.
Yeah, it is odd, but not the most not believable.
Yeah, I mean, this is something doable in real life. It just would be, like, work.
A pain in the ass to get working.
And you probably wouldn't want to make it out of actual materials, but instead, like, out of foam. What are the cuts like? Yeah, the cuts are like super smooth. So I'd be able to see the like. Okay, no, they even have the corners like hidden in a way. Oh, this is like on the other side of that because you can or unless it's just a different Soul Glad billboard, because you can see the like Soul Glad geyser like on the other on a different dreamscape.
Hmm.
Grab a bottle of Soul Glad and make your dreams a blast.
Nameless, your arrival reminds me of the grand occasion when Penacony was first established. I was still a young, bright-eyed lad back then, lured here by the watchmaker's ads, full of zeal and ready to make my first fortune in life.
This guy is ancient.
I'm old.
So that means he's also like, I guess that like more than just the like current like CEO. He's the one who created the Soul Glad. He put the drugs in the soda.
Once, during a particularly grueling day, I passed out and was resuscitated by a drink from Mr. Sousa.
Oh, never mind. Sousa's the one who made it. I got mixed up. But he met the creator of Soul Glad, rather.
To create the Soul Glad that we all know and love today. The dream-chasing era was truly a wondrous time. Oh, I miss those days. And the Watchmaker. Scorched Sand Hall is my homage to that time of boundless possibilities. I wholeheartedly hope you make it to the finish and emerge as the next superstars of Penacony. Now then, is there anything you'd like to say before the competition officially begins?
We'd win. Can we get the ball rolling already? I ain't got all day, capiche. Rest assured, we're going to take an L in this. I can feel it. Nah, we'd win.
Haha! That's the trailblazing spirit. How about you, Miss March?
Hello, everyone! Next up, get ready for the Mega March 7th Adventure, where I'm going to break the speed run world record!
Trailblazing into the uncharted and challenging the limits. That's Miss March 7th for you. How about Miss Firefly?
I hope that by the end of this journey, everyone will have achieved the outcome that they hoped for.
Ah, a wonderful wish.
It's kind of ominous because in her one flashback
from your team?
When she was talking with Blade, she was talking about like about like the like not the scripted end, but like the like reaching the death that they want. Like the reason why they're following Elio is because he promised to give them like a glorious death. Oh, and also I saw a leak of Elio's design. I don't know if he comes up in this like this bit or not, but I've seen a leak of Elio's design. He's like he's a little like he's like the small boy size.
Like the little guy size?
Uh-huh. Like that Arlen is and stuff, and like Yanqing. He's got like he kind of looks like CL from Black Butler, but with like white hair. He's just a little guy.
First, everyone.
Simple words, but
Shota-sized,
full of
yeah.
warmth. Waiting for you are 3 stages, each connected to that era. The first 2 stages offer 2 distinct paths to choose from, with unique challenges on each route. And in the last stage, you will face off against a champion who has defended the title to this very day. A beloved contender whose noble virtues are unrivaled.
We're gonna fight Hanu?
Those are the rules. Simple. Everyone clear? Now then, I hereby announce that the 33rd Scorched Sand Festival of the 20th season, sponsored by Soul Glad Enterprises, has started.
Everyone, as the Charmony Festival is drawing closer, we must reach the end as quickly as possible. Factoring in efficiency and safety, splitting up into 2 groups is the best choice. March and I haven't known Miss Firefly for too long and aren't overly familiar with her. It'd probably be better if the 2 of you paired up.
Fine by me. Let's do it.
From the Trailblazer's perspective, he's only known Firefly for like half a day more than these other people. Though, in particular, though, like, he has known Firefly for a long time, but his memory has been wiped of those times. Because like, all the Stellaron hunters raised the Trailblazer, but, like, they also wiped his memory of those times, so he doesn't remember his time with Firefly.
All right. I don't have a problem with that.
Say what now? I get paired up with Firefly, and there's no catch? They'll be suing with me around. Hold up. Has any of you wait? Hold up. Has any of you even bothered? I guess instead, to ask me for my consent in this. Paired up a firefly, no catch.
We'll split into the assigned groups then. Let's not waste time.
Okay. Grab in here. Disqualified? What did I just get? Where's the... Let's see, the last tycoon. Commune with the watchmaker. That's one I got. It's the one I just got. Disqualified. Break all boss stone balloons in the Edition Plaza.
Well, you heard them. You can't complete the story now. You're just
Yeah. Boss red.
Welcome to the first stage of Soul Glad Enterprises' 33rd Scorched Sand Festival of the 20th season, Dream Play Fantasia. In this stage, you can choose between two challenges, the School of Acting or School of Action. In the School of Acting Challenge, you have to complete 3 performances from 3 scripts and move the panel judges. In the School of Action Challenge, you have to defeat 3 groups of enemies convincingly and reach the end.
Convincingly.
Now, make your choice.
Like, I know the battle is something I can do easily, but I'm kind of curious what the acting thing is. See if it even lets me choose, or if it's just gonna make me do one. Okay, it's actually a thing. Okay. Checks is like the challenge you want to go by. Press the button on the but which one is which? What? Oh, rules maybe. Left. No. Pink. Okay, okay. Yeah, Dream Play Fantasia Acting Challenge. Okay, yeah, I'll try that one.
The stage of dreams for those who dare to dream. Welcome to the School of Acting stage.
Oh.
Competitors, allow me to introduce the rules of this challenge to you. There are 3 stages up ahead. On each, you will find an outline of a script. These 3 scripts were written by the legendary filmmaker, The Watchmaker, and depict various stories from Penacony's era of pioneering.
He added an extra
Your
word
task
there
is to
from the
bring those
text.
moments to life. Find
The
the right
filmmaker
words
part.
and act convincingly to make the judges feel the script's intended emotions. Oh, I wish you a successful performance. Also, a bit of trivia. The record score for this stage is held by a participant with fiery red hair. His exceptional performance brought even the strictest judge to tears.
Argentius
Acting at all.
We are running out of time, so let's get this over with quickly.
What's wrong, Marge? Nervous about something?
That's Firefly.
Fuck. Look, they look practically the same.
They do have very similar vibes.
It's just
Firefly's a
one's
little
nervous.
sadder. Yeah, nervous is a better word than sad.
Oh, just take a look at this pair. Such star quality. Since you've come as a pair, I'll prep a two-person scene for you. You two,
Oh my.
are you ready?
They're like brother and sister.
Yeah, I know Zen. I don't know that, but at the same time,
I know they're going for that. Yeah.
Envision that you both, driven by the spirit of exploration, are arriving at the land of dreams that is Penacony for the first time. But instead of lush lands, you find yourselves amidst swirling sands and desolation, far from the paradise the watchmaker described. You're driving an old clunker through the wilderness of the dreamscape, braving the cold wind, choking on the dust, and suddenly, a fierce memory zone meme blocks your path. Now, Mr. Greyhair, what line would you deliver to express your disappointment in Penacony?
Right, I love living on the wild side. Brutish creature, quick, let us run it over. What in tarnation is this hellhole? The watchmaker is a big fat liar.
Hit it with the car.
Hit it with a 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 car.
Do you usually express disappointment this way?
I don't know, you've lived with me longer than I've known myself.
I guess that's not really disappointment. I guess that's, oh, fuck a guy, hit it with a car.
Oh, we just gonna keep going until we get it. But Firefly is like legit known. I think we don't have a timeline on how long he was with the Stellaron Hunters, but assumably they've like known him longer than he himself has known himself with the amnesia.
Seems about right.
What entire nation?
Very good. Now, though you're disappointed, your screen partner is conversely very enthusiastic.
Oh,
now,
what?
lady, you will say...
This is great! I love living on the wild side!
You literally perform scripts for a living. What are you doing? Poor Elio. He's got to work with this. His scripts, how are they being performed?
Nervously.
Very good, very intense. And then we cut to the story's next scene. You find a job mending the rails, but the days are long and your endurance can't keep up, and you finally collapse in the endless expanse of desert.
She's way too happy about desert.
Sweet rain falls from the sky, wetting your lips and rousing your spirits. Now, Mr. Greyhair, what line will best express your surprise at this moment?
Oh. Okay. Wowee, Penacony, my Penacony, you truly abound with opportunities. Just let me die of thirst instead. Perhaps we were never meant to succeed. Wowee, Penacony, my Penacony, you truly are abound with opportunities. Well, because like both of the right answers have had like a countryness to them.
Yeah.
But at this moment, your partner yet gazes into the sky, both her eyes closed. The raindrops fall, blurring her vision, and she tragically says...
The judge, I don't know if her voice actress really is or not, but she sounds like the narrator from like some of animes I've heard before, like specifically like Triple X Holic or whatever, or Mushishi, the narrators in those.
Oh, so the narrator feels way too like excited, I guess is the way to put it.
Yeah.
And not excited like they're happy, excited in a different way.
Yeah.
Fantastic! Both of you have an incredibly solid foundation in dialogue delivery. However, lines aren't everything in a performance. Please continue this story on the second stage.
If the voice actress is the one that I think she sounds like, typically her narrations are like more solemn.
Instead of
Up next,
shit.
you'll be challenged with a body language test.
I hope these tests won't take too long.
Sorry, it's just that sentence is funny to me.
Or specifically, she sounds like the narrator from Mushishi, which is like, I forget the wording, but it's like a very solemn intro.
Also, I feel like they gave the wrong person the wrong lines. I feel like all like the not solemn, but all the other lines feel a little bit better.
Here, you two are required to skillfully utilize body language to portray the story context I've laid out for you. Picking up from where we left off, a heavy downpour saves you both stranded in the desert. This rain quenches the anger in your heart. You look to your companion, now completely devoid of fighting spirit, wanting to comfort her. At this moment, what should you do to make her laugh?
Pat her head, tell a dad joke. Yeah, with my body language, I'm gonna tell a dad joke. Stand up and prepare to move out. Roll about in the sand.
What?
Right answer! Your companion sees you rolling about in the sand and thinks about the arduous obstacles along this journey. She can't help but let loose a laugh, rekindling hope in her heart. And so this girl...
I'm gonna get back on my feet and keep moving forward.
A tug at the heartstrings! The story continues to develop. The heavy rain leads you both to sense a business opportunity, so you start venturing into the umbrella industry. But just as the business begins to pick up, competitors start flooding the market with low-priced goods, squeezing your market share. You have no choice. The goods you stockpiled at high prices have to be sold at a loss. This is a pretty self-destructive move, which drives your business to the brink of bankruptcy. At this moment, what would you, who refuses to admit defeat, decide to do?
You dejectedly get on my knees and grovel, stand up and smack the table. You slam the table and rise up. They think you'll back down. Impossible. Dream chasers can be knocked down, but never knocked out.
Fantastic! But it's a pity your friend does not agree. Seeing that you're up to your eyeballs in debt, she sees nothing but despair in her future. And then...
Why is it like... Do I get to have any like that are like not opposed to each other? You know what I mean?
Is that okay?
Or what?
Like not opposed stories. Like why is the second role always oppositional with these scenes? Maybe that's just me. Maybe it's just like the drama student in me talking.
I think it's because they're trying to like have a slight attempt at like complementary like characters or whatever.
Yeah,
by, like, having them be like opposites.
But for that to work, the characters actually should be established as complementary already. In this scenario, it's just acting out a scene without any forethought to it, really. It's just, hey, we're gonna give you something, do it. But it seems that the stuff they're giving...
It's meant to be a silly set of scenes where it's just...
I know, I am overanalyzing. I noticed, don't worry.
The point of this is more of to be like a parody of like America's Got Talent, like type of, or rather I feel like it's more close to like a Amazing Race type of thing because we got to choose the like path to take.
Mm-hmm.
It's just meant to be like a little like meaningless challenge.
Can you tell I did like drama for like 5 fucking years in high school?
Of course! Absolutely! I was this close to tears! Both of you possess exceptional acting talent! However, the true test is yet to come. You're about to encounter the harshest judge this show has ever seen. You'll need to rely on perfect performances if you want to win them over.
This side just seemed more fun than just like doing a battle. I'm sure there would have been something fun at the battle side too, but like... Oh, that's probably where we're going to go next. There's some...
Oh, a note. I arrived at White Castle.
How are the hamburgers?
It's mediocre. Yeah, I get like 75 of them to be filling.
Yeah.
I don't remember what movie that was from. I just remember that being
Somebody in Amar go to White Castle. I don't remember the first guy's name.
Yeah. I've also arrived here with no healing and I'm at 126 health and I have somehow gotten to the second missile.
My dear, is this the Dreamville's place of opportunity? The scorched sand wonderland that everyone's talking about, Chirp? Those bad birdies must have duped us. Just look at this barren wasteland. Not even a pebble for nest building to be found, Chirp. Okay, so I think maybe they're going for like also like a going west type of like thing though too. Like, cause like when people arrived in the west, when like West America or whatever, from the east during like pioneer times, they were disappointed to find the scorched desert.
Also, when are you Fifth of Soul?
Midnight. There's like 30 minutes to go.
Okay. Just asking in case, because
Yeah.
normally it's witnessing it like 7-ish sometimes before.
Or no, it's like, well, like 2 o'clock on days where he's starting late, and then like midnight right now for Final Fantasy. Those bad birdies must have duped us. Just look at this barren wasteland. Not even a pebble for nest building to be found, Chirp. Think a minor setback is going to deter this brave birdie, Chirp? Never, Chirp. Okay, I think the bird here is doing like the scenes that we were doing, just like a similar scene to what we were just doing, where it's like doing 2 characters that are like opposites of each other. Sorry, dear, I simply can't stand this downridden life. I'm going back to the great tree, Chirp. No, please, don't leave me alone, Chirp. I want to leave with you, Chirp. Full marks, I'm giving you this full marks. You're such a drama bird.
Such a drama.
All birds' life's a stage, and all birdies merely players, Chirp.
Oh, there it goes. Potato fry sundae? What?
Oh yeah, I haven't shown you the items yet. They're beautiful.
I think you've showed me that character before, though. I remember the tit window.
Oh yeah, him, but it's the items that are for this area. So let's see. These are like some like costume bits, but these are some new ones I got here. This like soundless satisfaction. It's a like a self-playing like instrument.
Okay.
Those ones are like newer, but the food items here. Or what about the guitar?
It's a very unique guitar.
Yeah, but like starting with this one though, this is like a tree cake. Like it's a German food called what's it called? Baumkuchen. And it's a tree. The real life cake is like a hot roller goes through the batter and like bakes a little bit at a time. Like it bakes one layer, rolls through the batter again, picks up a new layer, bakes over and over again until you've got like this like very thin layered cake.
Mm-hmm.
You can buy them at like the Asian grocery store, and like they're very popular in Japan.
Yeah,
And then similarly China too. Oh, it's really good. I like them. But here, this one has, like, the one in the game has, like, real wood in it. It's also strange that it's here in America zone and not, like, a German zone or, like, or a Japanese zone.
Don't worry, their critique on Germany will come next patch.
Yeah. Potato fried sundae, though. So it's soft serve ice cream in the middle of, like, in the middle of, like, a fry, like, container.
That doesn't...
Oh, it would be so good.
Yeah, it doesn't sound the worst, it just sounds weird when said.
Yeah. I mean, have you ever dipped french fries in ice cream?
No.
It's an American thing.
Because normally I don't eat them at the same time. Normally I eat my dinner and then have my dessert as I'm done.
Oh no, like if you go to like a fast food place, you can get both at the same time and it's really good. Specifically, it's the Wendy's Frosty that is the best to dip the fries in.
Yes, Wendy's is good for something.
Only that, particularly. And the Wendy's fries are kind of meh now. Clocky Pizza Hole. So this is a pizza with 12 slices, and each slice has a piece of pepperoni with a number on it.
Okay.
There's the So Glad, which, like I said, is like Coca-Cola with the drugs.
That's a thick bottle.
Yeah. Snapper Jam appetizer. It's like deep fried fish with like jam on it. That one's one of the Chinese ones. Alfalfa salad. It's like a jello salad, but it's got like alfalfa in it. Just another like type of soda. That one's an Asian one. The pizza. Float disc burger. So it's got like a big like, what would that be called? When you like fry the like cheese to make like a the thing like in the pan or whatever. It's got a big piece of that in the middle of the burger, but it's meant to be like a planet, or like how the or specifically the Halo variant or Halovians, like the angel people, their halos is what it's like meant to look like. Just like a neat little like tourist food. Mr. Herring's lemon tart. I don't get these, but there's a lot of like fish sweets here on Penacony. And just like some random stuff. 100 layer sundae, 0 calories. It's like dream food. Dreamlight mixed sweets. A different soda. This one's a bigger soda. Bright Future is like one of the like dream bubbles or whatever you can get. Is that one I don't know where I got that one. Some nutrient bar. But specifically, I like the tree cake is my favorite one because I have those in real life. The other, some like Sour Dream soft candy. That one's from Bellabog. Oh, a different, this one's like a herring and a cake. Slice cake stargazer.
That doesn't sound good.
Too. I don't know.
That also looks like a child vomited onto a plate.
It's just like part of the like dream food. Yeah, it's part of the dream food. Just some interesting stuff here in Penacony.
That's certainly a way to put it.
Welcome to the final stage. Actually, all the scenarios that you previously encountered were all from the film Once Upon a Time in Dreams. Two companions arrive on Penacony with nothing but a dream. Their desire for achievement is met with continuous setbacks. Ultimately, one continues on, despite spiraling into debt, while the other concedes defeat and leaves. Many years later, their paths cross once more in the thriving Penacony. Yet, they refuse to acknowledge each other because...
Give a big shot, but she ended up destitute. I fell into poverty while she's leading a normal life. And she ended up destitute.
She's a bitch that left me behind.
Yeah.
Why is that not an option on there? I feel like that's the most potent.
Fell into poverty while she's leading a normal life.
Against the backdrop of a revitalized Penacony, the joy of reunion mixes with the sorrow of past separation, the awkwardness of being strangers, and the shyness of a long-awaited encounter, all converging at this very moment. Give it a shot. Try and convey this bittersweet scene to me. Bring it to life with precise and emotive acting.
It slightly parallels their actual...
Never going to end. I know. Why don't you try that clockwork thing you used before?
We're just gonna cheat, okay. It slightly parallels their actual, like, situation where it's... But, like... Because, like, Firefly had to pretend she didn't know him. And then, additionally, in a different scene, she had to, like... do it or pretend like she didn't know him again, but as a different persona. And even like fight against him. His like Firefly has a mecha transformation.
Yeah?
That was the character that I was saying like everyone thought was like Mel because of the like suit of armor, but the giveaway was the high heels. So she had to like fight against us in that brief scene there because she couldn't go against Elio's script, which was that she had to fight then. Okay, time to cheat.
Your performance is far from satisfactory.
Make her sad.
Cut! Huh? We haven't even done anything!
It's so touching. Your portrayal outdoes the original. It's simply beautiful.
We have passed the test. We ought to hurry up. The Stellaron is at stake.
You have to hurry up. We just literally cheated.
Yeah. Gotta decide if I think this cutscene will be done in 20 minutes or not. Something new over... Oh, these are a new type of enemy over here. These gachapon machines.
Feeling lucky. Feeling lucky.
Oh, okay, I meant to press a different one. Well, it's fine. I got half of... You need to get like 3 spades to get his full boost. 3 of a kind is like the half, and then like you get like barely anything from like a miss.
Indulge yourselves!
They'll be fine.
It ain't over.
Oh, okay. Okay, what does it do?
No dirty tricks.
What do you want to know? Ill tidings manifest.
The dice have been cast. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all. Watch your head.
Memories are ever changed. Beneath the waters lies an endless abyss.
Okay, when they die, you
for
get
the departed.
a gachapon.
It too shall fall.
Hedge your bets.
Another journey begins on the still waters of oblivion.
Imperial fate descends.
I hit the mark.
Free will or what's destined for oblivion. Again?
Acheron bringing up free will in her thing is kind of interesting though too, because that also like goes with the themes too. Because Acheron knows the answer of what happens when you die.
Uh-huh.
You just stop
The
existing.
dice have been cast.
You die. There is no afterlife in this world. That was like what was confirmed by Acheron.
People die when they are killed?
Yeah.
Yes.
People die when they are killed.
Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
Also, I love how she's just floating.
Along.
Memories
Swan,
are ever
yeah.
changing.
Because like she's not like physically present anywhere.
Beneath the waters lies an endless abyss.
She exists in your like cognition.
Basically, you're fighting the idea of a person at that point.
Yeah. I think she stands if you like.
As if victory were ever in doubt.
But she is just like a
Disappointing
cognitive.
that they stand.
Yeah.
You should like float.
Yeah. Because like I think her faction, they give up their physical forms to like become one with the Memoria.
Huh.
A weird space ghost.
Yeah. That's surprised by I still expect I would have a charm over humans. Pretty interesting. Okay, so this is typically what happens when you interact with these like broken clocks. So this thing here is a mirror.
Yeah.
But let's see.
Oh, I see. It's like an infinite square type situation.
Let go of it for now. So this one probably has to get all the way there. Connect to there. But then I need to get this one back over there. Oh wait, no. I see. Oh wait, no, that one doesn't move. Okay, I thought that one went a different way. Eventually I'll get it. Okay, right there. It was all of this other stuff was distraction. But they pull that type of shit on you sometimes. Not for this part. This is necessary.
I mean, that's a neat little puzzle system.
Yeah. There have been times where the, like, mirror is just, like, a distraction. I'd be more popular if I spoke like this, but it doesn't seem right. TikTok, I'm so sorry. Please don't look at me with those, disdainful eyes.
A sincere heart prevails.
I get both sides, yeah. Yeah, there's no time for that. Let me grab these things. No business like show business. Okay, let's go back to the train. Oh, I can go to. So I already finished that. Oh, I can go talk to one of the phones. They're all in the area. No, there's a bunch of phones in the like area around where we saw one before.
This place holds such
but now that I'm in
memories.
like the proper
Care to
POV,
reminisce?
they'll work.
None.
Introducing the new movable Shadow Sentinel. Give your child the perpetual joy they long for.
Okay, I have to talk to that one first before it will go away. Yeah, okay. Some of them you can hit and they'll go away of the like advertisements.
These darn advertisements.
Yeah. Bird. Nope, soul started. A peculiarly designed telephone is fixed in place, waiting for curious passerbys.
Soul's down there. I could probably go poke him about that thing real quick.
Okay, yeah. Let's finish this
Is he
up.
in there? He is in there. I guess I could go do that. Is anyone else in there yet?
Okay. You dial the stream speak call and then I'll go over there if you ring ring ring. Okay. No one's available, okay. You can like get a peek at somebody's other character's dreams. Oh, he's gone. Okay. It's fine. Let me swap over. Let me see if I have enough for any pools. Not enough. Okay, well that's Honkai for today. Let me close this out. Colossus started early. Let me think. Tomorrow, I don't know what we're playing yet tomorrow, but we'll play something. Let me open up Final Fantasy and move over. I'll move over now.
They got welcome signs and everything now.
Nice.
Okay.
Damn, they're everywhere.
Basically, you just install the thing manually and then place the unzipped file into
folder.
Just a folder called content. I think content and then packs and on, yeah?
Or, well, the picture you sent before had, like, the full, like, file, like, directory thing. It's, like, a couple files deep, but that's about it.
Yeah.
It's, like, a 2-second process, and it, like, saves you from having to worry about the boss.
So how deep did you get into White Castle? Because I was watching after a certain
You beat the first boss.
I went
Like
to
I
the
said,
dream
the next
world,
boss
which
was hot.
Jada didn't want to tell me not to get.
They were gonna try to see if he could resummon Jitter, like, on the next missile, but Jitter didn't explain quick enough not to click on the, like, the dream thing.
Woman literally watched me walk all around the sewers. And
But
said,
yeah,
yeah, no, I'm not going to tell you not to pick that up yet.
But that will allow, like, if you do go back into
a previous area.
Yeah, like the underground area or stuff like that, you're able to still have your distress beacon out and resummon Jitta. Just remember to put, like, a password on or something.
Nice. Jetta, were you listening? Or you're sleeping.
Oh, sleeping.
Damn.
There's a
Doesn't
mod
like
that
me.
allows resummoning in Code Vein.
I'll also throw it at Jitter.
Scammed. Scammed.
Yeah, but it takes 2
It
seconds
just
to
fixes
install.
one of the several problems with Code Vein.
The only necessary skill is knowing how to use the File Explorer.
Give me 4 numbers.
3894.
Man put a lot of effort into that thought.